Well, the thing that matters is that that is not talk to sync
All
Trina. That is sync.
right. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the final weekend of the Showdown of the Erdtree DLC Bingo event. Today we'll be watching the third place match between Champalampa and Dodgy. Joining me today is Mershawn. How's it going, Mershawn?
Hello, it's going good. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. So Mershawn here is the recipient of our Most Improved Player Award of the tournament, and he, as a reward for winning this award, he is here to cast the third place match with us. So, Mershawn, tell us about your experience with this bingo event and bingo club, and what you've learned and all that kind of stuff.
Thanks. First off, actually, I want to shout out Timecodes and Fresh Rosa. I think they did an amazing job as well. Could just as easily be here instead of me. But yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit, especially for the people who are watching the VOD and might want to get into Bingo Club. We hold these events year round, but periodically there are ones that are a little bit more friendly to newer players. Like they have a different square set that's a little bit easier, and then also like a lot of materials and time focused around coaching. Especially towards like the beginning of the tournament, there were like a whole bunch of sessions for that, which I didn't get to participate in because I got COVID. And so I spent like the first 2 weeks of the tournament basically in bed, rolling out to play my match, getting my ass kicked, and then rolling right back into bed. It wasn't really the start I wanted. But what was great was like halfway through, whenever I was actually feeling better enough to play and to practice, I was able to use YouTube because I finally fought in a match where like my own gameplay got uploaded, so I could see like what I was doing wrong, what my opponent was doing, and more importantly, what you all were saying I was doing wrong, because I learned from you. And from there, basically just got to use, again, still the YouTube to like look at all of the sorry, get to like look at all the boss shorts and like the skips and whatnot. I in that third match I kind of died to TLEA maybe 15-20 times or something like that, and the video taught me I was like standing exactly in the one spot that is dangerous and all the other spots are safe. But yeah, I got to use that. I also spent a bunch of time then like being coached. Like you spent countless hours with me, like teaching me and like showing me like what I was doing wrong on bosses and whatnot. That was great. And then just kind of practiced for the rest. Like it doesn't take a lot of time if you're thinking about getting into this. It's like maybe an hour or two a day for like a week or two. You'll be good enough to like go from killing no bosses to killing almost every boss. I went from killing no bosses to not killing Radon, but like fighting him as my final square, which was super cool. And yeah, like I think that's sort of the gist of it. Anything else you want me to say for the new people who might want to join? Like it's a ton of fun. Join us, right? It's really it's a bit of work.
Wonderful to hear. Yeah, we like to be a beginner-friendly, welcoming community. So if you've been entertaining the idea of trying out some competitive Elden Ring, we got more than just bingo. We got rando. They're starting up some night rain events, and I can announce today that on September 13th and 14th, we're going to be debuting a new DLC bingo format in a little event weekend that we're calling Lion Locked. So basically, you cannot open the sealed Spirit Spring to Shadow Altus until Dancing Lion is dead. So your only ways to get to Shadow Altus are either by killing Dancing Lion to unlock the Spirit Spring, or killing Rolana and going kind of the normal way through Castellensis. Really shakes up the feel of DLC Bingo. Feels like a totally different format, and we hope you'll join us for that event. It will be streamed. There'll be information on the Discord, and I'll probably post some stuff on the YouTube as well for anyone who's just kind of tuning in there and not really part of the community itself. But everyone is welcome to check it out. And if you've been considering joining the Discord, follow Mershawn's lead and join on up. So moving on now into our match today, we have Dodgy versus Champalampa. These guys have had a really incredible tournament, played some of like our absolute bangerist of games. They have matched up once before. Dodgy did lose to Champalampa in their exhibition match. Basically, Champa had to do some scheduling shenanigans, and we had to pair him against some strong players at the beginning of the Swiss. Those players were in exhibition mode, so they didn't really have stakes on the match if they lost. So, you know, maybe not Dodgy playing at peak form. Who's to say? But yeah, these players have had a really intense road to get here, and it's all coming down to this best of 3 match to determine who is our bronze medalist for this event. If you are not familiar with these players, Dodgy is kind of characterized by a fast and synergistic play style. He's a little chaotic, sometimes forgets some stuff, moves a little too fast for his own good. He got here because of in his match versus Strump, he had a little bit of an issue at the start, managed to pull it back really nicely. By the way, spoilers, if you haven't watched the match on YouTube, go check it out. It's amazing. He did generate a couple threats, but didn't quite manage to convert them into either a win or leverage the time spent for Strump to block into a majority victory. So he wasn't able to pull it out and drop down here for our 3rd place match. Chump, on the other hand, is a more kind of reactive, methodical player. He likes to play his opponent more than the board. Okay.
If you can hear
It appears to be back up. It should be reconnecting soon. Oh, lovely. Are we back? Any news and chats about whether we're back?
We back. Chat says we're back.
We're back. Okay. I don't know where that left off. I don't really care. We're gonna get into the game. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Say, our beautiful referee, if you are able to get us rolling with the match, check and see if our players are ready, and we can get rolling. Oh shit, am I disconnected from the board too?
What is it without a few technical difficulties? So I'm really excited to see what our center square is. We get a couple custom ones today, right?
It says I'm already in the lobby. Oh god, they're off and running. Shit. Dude, what is going on? All right, well, last time it was Dodgy's technical difficulty. This time he has cursed me with it himself.
It's because you tried to curse him in the last match for it.
Oh, this is not ideal, bro. Working on it. Shit. Okay, we're back. We're so back. We are so back. Except the board. Okay, it's all back. Okay, center square, custom center square. Woo! Kill a remembrance with a non-thrusting shield. So this is one of our trollier center squares, I think. It will be interesting to see how these guys route this square. There are some synergies in the line. There is the kill a remembrance without backhand blades, great katanas. If that square is still on the board while center square is, you could double square it. There's also remembrance on the board in Ralana, but Ralana does have some early power with 3 DLC sorceries, so it might not get the combo that they're looking for. As far as opening plays, where we see this +0/3 status effects square combo that these guys have been working with all tournament, I expect we will see potentially the fastest mark of that in this tournament if everything goes according to plan to these guys. I would kind of expect this to be contested, but there are some other ideas on the board. What do you see that you like, Mershon?
So immediately I'm seeing the talismans, I'm seeing hippo on diagonals, and so like that season. Like I agree on the on the 3 status effects because there's +0 weapon, and so that seems like it's a good double. And then it also leads into that double square, so like the middle row is super scary there. Sleep Hut Giant. I see a lot of stuff that seems like it's not a lot, but like a decent amount that's like south side. And a
Yeah,
decent amount that's
there's
actually like Ymir related, so like that part of back section.
yeah, there's a bit of south. The hefty pot, sleep pot giant, and the row has a bit of synergy. There's dragon hearts out here. Prattling pate is on here. There's that late game play with meta that you mentioned. But yeah, it's gonna, you know, these guys are probably gonna go blow for blow on these synergies, and then we'll see how that plays out in terms of how these threats get constructed and how it all gets handled in the mid game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which boss they would do with the non-thrusting shield. Like, do you just go for Rolana or Lion, or do you try to do one of the others?
I would imagine it would be Rolana or Gaius. Rolana for accessibility,
Oh, nice.
Gaius for ease. I don't think we will see something other than those two, but I would be interested to see how it works. As for which shields they will choose, they could get a absolute crap ton of strength and try and use more shield. They could try and use Geru's shield. The Shield of Night in Bonnie Jail, if they know how to find it, is probably one of the best combat non-thrusting shields available to these guys, but it is pretty deep. There is a hefty pot in that jail, so they might have the grace for it. But yeah, we'll see what they cook up. I would imagine we'll see a lot of playing around center square, not necessarily going for it as fast as humanly possible. But with the lines being the way they are, especially with this +0/3 status effect square kind of playing around center square, I would imagine we will see some pressure on that square this game. But we'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah, it makes sense. I agree.
So we see Champalampa actually going for talismans here, not planning on contesting the +0 status effects combo, which is interesting. What does talismans do? It does help block out the center square, but it doesn't interact with that play. So typically, if you're not going to go for the best play on the board, you want to pick something as your opener that helps shut it down. So something like Queeline and Bellerot would help block that dangerous third row. Something in the column may be... Oh, it also is an invader, so you could help handle that column sooner rather than later. Then it's just up to the diagonals. So we'll see where he goes from talismans. I don't quite see the idea yet, but we'll see what he does with it. Looks like he's also eyeing up backhand blades. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's got the runes for that, and then I believe our other player here, yeah, went for like the stats effects they're going towards the Great Katana now.
Yep, we've been seeing a fair bit of Great Katana this tournament. However, both of our finalists were Backhand Blades players in their semifinals game, so maybe it was a Backhand Blades tournament all along. We'll find out. Trump is going to show us. Right, so I would say that Champa knows that Dodgy is going for this play. He's grabbing graces, he's grabbing the weapon, he's taking his sweet time with this. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, okay, he is still going for the Ailing Talisman. I think if you have the suspicion that your opponent is going for this play that will get marked in typically the 6-minute region of the game, you know you have some time to take some greedier routing. This particular talisman, this ailment talisman, is really inefficient map-wise because you're just running all this way and then porting straight back to 3-path and then continuing on your way. And there are more talismans that are a little slower to get to overall, but if your opponent's not rushing the square, you don't actually need to set a world record time on it or anything. So I think this might be a bit of wasted time from Champa grabbing this talisman here. There's no larval tears. There's no reason to grab that grace for anything, so no revered ash.
Yeah, with the routing, I don't think he's going to do this. The only thing I thought was like maybe he then goes to also grab Great Katana so he could do both, but
and with the combo of the +0 and the 3 statuses being on the board, you have to imagine that that's going like that's not going to survive for you to split some progress on a square and still be able to get it.
he might be eyeing Kindred cookbooks too, because like with all the other stuff on the board, that's not as appealing, but it does combo into the talismans for him, so you can build a threat on column 2.
He might. But if you were eyeing up Kindred cookbooks, I think then even more so, the forward map progress is super important.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Dodgy getting ready for Teolia skip. Okay, rank red. Okay, looks good.
My favorite skip.
All set. All right, so he is off to the races for Idrid. Obviously, Champa hasn't marked any squares yet, so in Dodgy's mind, he's racing and is very upset at those squirrels for getting in his way. Champa, meanwhile, continuing the talisman route. He is just chugging away at that red flask. I guess he's probably doing the tactic where he's going to skip this grace and go right into the fight. Because when these guys are routing this for optimum speed, you level your skidoo at Teolier, and then you get to do the forward jump into Fort Reprimand rather than like grabbing the back grace or running for the forward grace and just go right into the fight. So I expect we'll see that motion from Dodgy here. Now he goes right up the stairs. His greases are slotted in. His physic is ready. Katana in hand. He has bought the Rotten Wingsword insignia as well to start off for even more speed. You're basically constantly hitting Idrid in this fight, so having this talisman can speed up the fight a considerable amount. The longer a fight lasts, the more important... Oh! Starts off by taking a shot. Okay, gets him into the loop. So you should be fine. Oh. Little bit of sloppy mechanics. Little bit of jitters. All good. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, almost wakes Idrid up. He's going to continue the fight at half health. He's got to very cleanly execute the script at this point. All right, Idrid down. Still staying at half health. Valuing regenning the stamina, keeping the guy in the loop. Is not fully regenning stam. You get a little period while you're crouched to regen. Oh, okay. The little height differential kind of let Idrid slip away. And now he's kind of in an awkward spot. If he takes flight again, he might miss. Okay, but now they're on flat ground, so it should be fine. Gets him staggered. Still not drinking. Just going for speed. Again, as far as he's concerned, this is a complete race. Hopefully he doesn't flinch. Okay, Champa's actually not marking this final talisman. There was a chance that he marks that square. Dodgy looks away to see if this combo of squares has slipped away from him and then screws up the fight and dies, which would be an absolute disaster. But the Rot does the trick. Idrid down. 6 minutes and 19 seconds first mark. Very nice time. I don't know what the record is for the tournament, but that is a really nice time for that square combo. And as you see, they have similar map progress. Champa has not marked his talismans yet, so as far as Dodgy is concerned, this has been a full snipe. He'll find out momentarily. Champa's probably gonna... Okay, he's not grabbing the Shattered Stone talisman. Jesus, Dodgy almost dies. The fall damage jumping off the fort. That would have been insane. Oh, I guess he did just grab the grace. He just grabbed the grace, so he would have been fine. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Champa is grabbing a cookbook first. Nice call from him. I'm surprised Dodgy isn't grabbing one, actually, because hypothetically, to him, it's still a snipe. So there's, you know, if he's in that fight and has to quit out or squirrel away from Idrid or, like, die or something, you would have the drop on Kindred cookbooks. So I'm a little surprised to not see him turn left out of Fort Reprimand and just go for it, but we'll see. We'll see what he's eyeing up.
Is there sort of like a pattern or play style for Dodgy that leads to that? Like I notice he tends to be a bit more defensive in his previous matches. Is that maybe, does it play into it?
I would agree. Or... Yeah. He's like part of the reason that he kind of stumbled in that game against Strump was he had 2 really nice bingo threats and then was not able to turn them into like a win, where a more aggressive player probably would have been able to leverage those into some kind of actual bingo conversion and put that match away. So I would agree with you. Dodgy I would characterize as being pretty non-aggressive. But here we see him going for the Kindred cookbooks now. going out the way of Rao base first, which is a little interesting. Maybe just realize now that this is on the board. Sometimes you can get a little hyper fixated when you're doing this like really time sensitive rush square and you're just laser focused. You're locked in on getting that square and that square alone. And then once you're done, you need a moment riding Torrent to kind of see what else is actually out there and construct your game plan. So now he's going back to Morth Ruins. And it kind of looks like he's going to snipe this away. So this will be a pretty tough snipe for Champa. I'm not entirely sure why he's hitting up this Grace right now.
Champa seems to just be splitting things. It might be because
it's too much.
As that got marked, he knew he was close to, like, you know, he's right where Dodgy is. And so which one is he going for? He might get still sniped on good
I'm pretty sure where Champa was is he was like already on his horse running around Reprimand. So if Dodgy was like racing him on the Kindred cookbooks, he would have beat him. So yeah, he's going to be surrendering this square. He does have a block for it, but Dodgy's weapon is... Well, okay, neither have the weapon upgraded yet, because that was +0. Okay, Champa on the board, but Dodgy with a 3-1 lead.
I'm guessing Champa goes into Dane next after upgrading.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. It would be a double block. And maybe that is why he was prioritizing the Letta Grace to get the gesture, so he'd be all set up for that. Dodgy has to now go there and upgrade the weapon. Stamina's out, has to regen to hop up that ledge.
Something I did in one of my matches is I drank the physic that gives you the stamina regen for running sections. Like, does that help actually for players? Okay.
It does. We do that a fair bit if we're trying to traverse a long period of running with a lot of enemies. Just keeping your stamina high. Spend less time walking. Okay, Champa not going for Dane. He's progressing Hippo. See, he keeps like walking past these pieces on the board and going forward, but like I'm not sure about any of it, because if Dodgy does get Dane, which the backhand blade player should get Dane. It's just faster weapon routing. You get there quicker. Like giving it to the great. Oh my god! Just gets blasted by that furnace golem. Okay, jump. Got it. Torrent. Cruising.
So he's doing Hippo instead. Looks like.
Jesus.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh my god, stopping us to grab the money as well. Okay, dodges the arrow. And Dodgy onto Impaling Thrust. So maybe not going Dane. I would not be super excited to put Impaling Thrust on my weapon if I was about to go for Dane. He is going Hippo. Okay, so Champa's gonna have a chance to get both, which would be nice for him. He might... Like, what is just past Hippo? There's not really... Oh, Dodgy going Rolana, perhaps. It's either Rolana or Moonrathil. Dagger Talisman. He could be doing Flaskless Remembrance. It's in a dead column, but it would be a double square, and it would be sorceries. He's going Moonrathil. Okay. Also a sorcery. He missed? No, he didn't. Okay.
I mean, he can advance Moonrathil. He advances row in a column, and then if he does the Rolana play as well, that still advances also a column, and then adds to row 5. So both of those seem good, even going from one into the next.
Yeah, I would imagine he'll be somewhat interested in it. Oh, he's going for a shield. Yes, dude. Let's get those shields going. I have no idea what the damage on this thing is like. Can't imagine it's good, but, you know. He's got a cold wet blade somewhere. Actually, he has Keen. He put Keen on his weapon. I believe. That doesn't look like...
I think you're right.
Okay, it whiffs. Yeah, I didn't see any blue puffs. Oh, the sorcerer from downtown. Meanwhile, Hippo looking...
So here's where you want to quit out, right?
Oh! Yeah, I do like quitting out from Moonrathil. These guys are just a bit annoying. Okay, yeah,
there we go.
Just quitting out. Meanwhile, Hippo stalling.
So why would you go for Keen? Is it just the magic resistance on Moonrithil and Rilana?
I couldn't tell you honestly. So one thing that these players have been doing this past week is we've been shopping new formats for the future. Oh my god, these guys are taking damage. Oh, okay, Hippo Stagger. Oh, Moonrithil out of stamina. And one of those formats, they've been experimenting with some item bans, so not being able to use every single aspect of Kale's shop. And maybe he's just been like, you know what, Keen has been looking better than Cold in some games, and is just trying it out. But also maybe he just forgot. I think there's probably the more accurate thing that happened is he did his buy for status effects, and that buy does not include a wet blade, and so he just forgot that he didn't buy the wet blade at the start of the game, which you normally do, and so he just put Keen on it because that is what Impaling Thrust gives you. But now we have another line opening up for Dodgy in the column 3. Champa does have the block on the row 1, which is quite nice for him. And now Dodgy is getting Dane because Champa is doing his talisman buy. So it looks like Champa's on his way to go get sniped here. And then we have more threats opening up for Dodgy at column 1 and a row 4. No, Champa changed his mind. He's going for Rilana, actually. Okay. Like, whoever pulls the trigger on this play first, like, is likely to be in pretty good... Oh, no. Oh, no! He's going back to get sniped. Oh, this play is such value. Like, Champa should have probably been here beforehand. Like, you don't need Hippo's money to kill Dane. Like, he probably should have just ported immediately for it and then spent the money afterwards if he really wanted to secure this. But yeah, he's not going to have a chance at this point. Dane is dead for Dodgy.
The Rilana play is decent. I think that the column 3 could actually become pretty scary pretty quick. You have an invader along the way to Prattling Pate if you're going to ADM. And it might just come down to actually who goes for the shield first. Oh no. Dane.
Well, he was going to quit out and then was like, I'm dead already, basically, so who cares?
Sometimes it's faster to die. Yeah, something I really appreciate about Dodgy in, like, Say's mentioning it here, he's locked in, like, he's really fast. And like occasionally there's like a weird play or he's not as offensive as he should be, but like his individual timings for squares is like so quick.
Yeah, Dodgy is definitely a hot and cold player. If he's cooking hot. If he's off his game, you will notice. He'll be opening the map a bunch, not sure where to go, doing a little potty dance, running around in a circle, forgetting things, like. But when he's like on fire, he is absolutely on fire. Extremely dangerous player when he's locked in.
Yep.
Okay.
Furnace Golem now.
Going for the Furnace Golem. It's a double block.
2 blocks.
Yeah, these guys are very well. Okay, Champa is being. What is he being? This is good. Like, it does build. Well, okay, so Dodgy's going for the preemptive block. He's like, okay, I sent him to Rilana to block my column 1. I'm gonna go do Furnace Golem to preemptively block out the row 2 that will then form. And then Furnace Golem also blocks that column 5, which Champa has started. It's not a very exciting column, really, but anyway. Champa is doing this without the flasks, so he does not have access to the stamina regen tier or the thorny cracked tier, so his damage will be a little bit less, but he has killed Hippo, so he should have enough juice. Takes a little shot. And again, this is without flask, so he will not be able to heal any of this damage. Nice punish on the stacker. Dodgy, meanwhile, still chugging away at this Furnace Golem. Alright, into the phase transition from Rilana. He's not punishing quite as aggressively as he could. That was pretty good. Oh, except this! Oh, ooh. He's so dead. Oh, why would he do that jump attack?
I think you... Not quite a curse.
It's close. It's pretty close.
It was pretty close.
One thing about this format that didn't exist before is with access to Bernal's ashes, you get access to Stormblade, which allows Great Katana to kill these furnace golems much more efficiently than it was in the past. In the past, this would basically just be a straight up backhand blades square. Oh, Dodgy misses, just a little bit of damage. But yeah, with that Stormblade, it goes down in a much more reasonable time.
My favorite
Still took
after
him 3
war.
minutes. Now he's looking to contest Rolana. Champa needs to convert this attempt. Oh! Ugh. I don't like those jump attacks. The recovery's too long. Okay. Gets the stagger. Nice punish. Stamina.
Is it fair to say I think both players here are going to focus on, like, even though the board isn't like blocked now, they're going to focus on majority probably?
Not yet. Not yet. There are still several dangerous threats going on.
No, that's what I mean is like they're going to try to block them so that they win by majority. I kind of don't see them really pushing one of the threats here.
I mean,
because like
that's not to say they shouldn't. It's probably more of a
not to say they shouldn't.
It's probably more of a playstyle shout that like I don't
exactly.
I agree. I don't think they're going to, but they could. There's some good threats going on right now.
There are really good threats there. Yeah.
I mean, Dodgy is pushing right now. Like this invader square, it is building building towards that remembrance with a shield.
Oh, so he's not going for Lana then. Yeah.
No, he's just letting Champa die in here. So I'm pretty sure Dodgy forgot to change his Ash of War. I don't think he is a fan of the Stormblade for this encounter. Oh yeah, Queeline.
Stormblade's great, not really as much versus NPCs. Like you can occasionally get in a rhythm with it, but otherwise they just dodge every attack.
You hit it right on the head there. If you get in the rhythm with it, you can keep them locked in the Stormblade hits. But also the projectile creation triggers the NPC auto roll feature. So if you're out of rhythm, then they're just perma rolling you. And like Dodgy here is pretty much just leaning on his basic attacks at this point. Oh. That jump heavy has like way more range than it looks. It almost got him there.
Yep.
Right. This attempt's looking better for Champa. He dodges the phase transition.
Good.
Keeping an eye on the ground. Does a jumping attack? Okay. Bro, you gotta put these jumping attacks back in the toolkit. Ah. Okay. Gets the stagger. Out of stamina. Does get a bit to regen, but he is low. He cannot take one more shot. And Rolana does have a couple roll catch moves on medium load. Oh, that's...
Well.
Okay. All right.
Do we have the curse counter? All
right. Still not quite a curse. It's got to be like, he's got this. There's no way he screws it up again. That would be a curse.
We just have to focus on more, and then he'll get it.
Yeah. Just look elsewhere. Avert your eyes. Okay, Dodgy doing the crouch poke cycle on Moore. Stop jumping attack. Oh, into the blender. Oh. Okay. He can take one more hit, I think. Okay. Into the stagger. Circles around for the front riposte. Front riposte does more damage than back riposte, so... I'm not saying shit. I don't know what... Oh, God!
Oh, no.
Oh. He just does not currently have this fight locked in. Oh, God.
I feel like it's a harder fight on backhand blades just because of the, she's weak to pierce, not so weak to slash.
Aggro in chat has been doing some lab work on this non-thrusting shield square. His opinion is that Smith script shield seems to be the best option, but that the Wolfcrest shield could work out just fine. Moore's shield being a bit prohibitive with the 49 strength requirement. So I agree with all that. That all sounds reasonable.
That script's pretty good.
Cool down a little. Just less greed. There we go. Stop doing these goddamn jumping attacks. Brother, don't back roll it. Okay. Okay, he's not doing flaskless anymore. He's done. He's done. He just needs
Square,
the
move
square. He
on.
needs to move on. Yeah. I mean, this is a very dangerous boss to do flaskless against. Like, if you know the fight, it can be very, very fast. If you are feeling shaky, like being down 4 squares in the early game, those are some real shakes. Okay, he's fine. Those glint blades, man. Very good for interrupting this, the rolls on these roll catch combos. Okay, gets out of the blender, does the strafe. Big punish. Takes the riposte a little early, but it's fine.
Yeah, at this point, I think getting it so you just don't get pushed into Ymir.
I'll just go for it, yep. All right.
There we go.
All right, she's dead. We did it. But meanwhile, he's only down by 3 squares. It's going to be 4 again. And another threat building. And he just got rid of his remembrance that he has easiest access to for that center square. Dodgy is looking to push him into it. He's going straight through ADM, looking to jump on that Lamentation. Maybe even the Dragon Hearts to build out the row 4. Personally, I hope he goes Lamentation, because I definitely want to see this shield action. But Champa is really in hot pursuit.
Could still be an incident on ADM, but I'm hoping for that center square.
Yeah. One thing that's kind of interesting, and I doubt these players are currently thinking about this, but if Champa just lets Dodgy go south and just is like, screw it, you do that. If he goes back section, like right now, this top right diagonal, remember, diagonals block all bingos. You cannot win by majority without a square in a diagonal. So if Champa goes to Gaius, there's sorceries on the way via Ymir. Ymir is part of Givulon and Iris. Gaius locks has a lot of access to 10 Skidoo. You kill Gaius with the shield. That is a bingo. And that is a bingo that the only way Dodgy can contest is with 3 sorceries. So if Champa grabs 3 sorceries and runs for Gaius to set up this weapon, he could legitimately bingo that line. But he is currently chasing on Lamentation, which I think is a onboard mistake. And what I mean by that is 3 NPC invaders was just marked. There's a damn good chance that is ADM. In fact, it's almost guaranteed because Queeline and Bellerat is on the board and was not marked. So it's got to be ADM. You know, Dodgy has the Great Katana. This ADM is going to die extremely quickly. And from there, it is just a running section to Lamentation. So this is kind of asking to get sniped. And I think it's all the information is face up for him to make that realization. The other problem for Champa is once Dodgy gets to this Lamentation, there is a sorcery just nearby. And Dodgy already has the one from Moonrathil, and then all he needs to do is find one more somewhere, run back section, talk to Ymir. That's also progress on the other blocks on the diagonal. Dodgy is pivoting, okay. But so is Champa. Champa has made the read that Dodgy can get Lamentation no problem, so Champa has... Oh, no, wait. He's doing... Sorry, I thought he was leaving the Dragon Pit. He's doing Dragon Hearts. Okay.
It does advance a diagonal.
It's the other diagonal. It's true. Champa has Hippo dead, so he has access to the pot in the pot room on the way to the Rao. The other pots would be kind of on his way to back section for the other diagonal. So basically these 2 diagonals, if Champa takes Dragon Hearts, these diagonals are not incredibly free for Dodgy to block. Champa really needs sorceries and Dragon Hearts to keep both of his diagonals open. He could maybe let one diagonal go, you know, maybe the top left one, because Dodgy can get the Sleep Pot Giant Hefty Pot faster and more map efficiently than Champa can get the one in Rao. There's not a ton out in Rao. It's just kind of the sort of light and dark. Also, quick pouring one out to it being almost 30 minutes, and Drain the Water has not been marked. That is not common to see, especially when back section is fine in this game. It's pretty reasonable. A lot of remembrance squares, and the meta quest.
Yeah, a little bit surprising.
See, chat has mostly been debating about shields. They're focused on what matters.
I do like the sleep pot giant into like hefty pots or something like that. There's also the sorcery up by Kara's Hidden Grave by the Deathbird.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there is a really good south play there.
Dodgy is eyeing up the shield. It's upgraded.
Go.
He's gonna go do
yeah.
it. He's just gonna go take it away. Holy shit.
I want to see this bingo.
Yeah. I mean, when you're up by 4 squares, give the people a show. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm pumped. Let's go. Center square being done. That's the way to make your tournament organizer happy. Meanwhile, Champa is going to pull ahead on the 8 AM stuff, so we will get the block on the Lamentation, but his diagonals will be gone. And it's possible that Dodgy made the same read that I was making while yapping incessantly a moment ago, that the diagonals are the way that Champa can win this game. And so what's the best way to get rid of diagonals? Get rid of center square. I'm excited.
And what grace do we have on Dodgy here? Like how far past ADM?
I think he just left at Terminus.
Just checking that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 143 damage. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're gonna be here a while.
Well, it's gonna be. Did he put frost on it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
he is
the
gonna get
proc.
the frost procs. Now this is some gameplay. This is some goddamn gameplay.
Oh, can you not get the riposte?
No. You
Oh no.
I'll take riposte with these weapons. The range is also a bit suspect. Even though it
Can you go
says no
counter?
skill on screen, Dodgy very, very clearly showcasing that that is not the case. Anyway, you were gonna say.
I was just gonna. Can you use guard counter with the shield? Like would that be a
Almost
damage
certainly.
boost here?
I don't know if it's any good, but you definitely
Okay.
you can guard counter with anything, I do believe. You can guard counter with the thrusting shields. It's quite good actually. Just need to heal.
Because he did the furnace golem, so he would have deflecting hard tier, right?
That is true, unless he ported away too quick. It does take a little while to spawn, and sometimes you just like get the runes and port out.
Hmm.
Okay.
We have a jagged peak Drake from Champa.
Yep. Finishing
Finishing
off Dragon
Dragon
Hearts. I'm sure everyone is very fascinated with this Jagged Peak Drake fight. That's the cool thing going on stream right now.
Oh, it'll be over so much quicker, hopefully. Oh, I don't want to curse.
Oh, okay. Nice stagger. Some more
Halfway.
frost. So bosses do gain increasing resistances to procs once they happen, but there is a cap to it. So the fire. Okay, he's chilling. There is a cap to that increase, so it only gets so bad. So he will just be able to get like 5 frost procs or something and win this fight. But he's gonna have to start dodging that Rolana super move pretty soon.
It staggers.
Yeah. Oh, stamina. Okay. Well, that was weird. Oh, takes a little shot. Dude, he's feeling himself. Look at this. Look at this guy go. Oh, that's not safe. I keep telling him that's not safe. He keeps doing that goddamn punish. It's fine. We're moving past it.
The jump right there.
The jump heavy on the thrust. It has too long of a recovery. If you time it even just the slightest bit incorrectly, if she does that fast follow-up, it will hit you. But
Okay.
he's confessed that he has a hard time breaking that muscle memory. Okay, no optional follow-up. Another phase transition. Blades. Nice roll. You can do some punishing in the middle of that, but opting not to.
I feel like there's like cognitive dissonance with it, where it's like I'm about to get hit. Oh wait, I'm not. I just need to stand still, and you just don't attack.
You know what's really going to be insane is that kill a remembrance without backhand blades, great katanas is still on the board. So if Dodgy converts this, it's going to be a double square and another threat that is unblocked.
Yeah, then Queeline and Bellarat pretty quick.
Another stagger. Should be getting another Frostbrock here relatively soon. It's kind of funny. Dodgy has Dagger Talisman on right now. He cannot take repose.
What talisman would you want for this?
I don't know. Just
Like,
anything that makes your
talisman,
damage
maybe?
a little higher. Probably Ritual Sword or something. Oh, yep. There's another Frostbrock. Roland almost dead. Okay. He did extra roll that.
One more?
Yep. All right. Look at this fucking guy. Woo!
Awesome.
Clappers for Dodgy. What a champ. Holy shit. Good God. Wow. That's something. Killing Rolana with the Wolf Crest shield. With her own shield of her own people or whatever. Yep. Take that shit off. Throw it away. You don't never need to see it again. You deserve it.
Yeah.
On his way to Queeline now.
Queeline.
Yeah.
It's fast.
Yeah, well, the other thing is this threat kind of came out of nowhere. So from Dodgy's perspective, he can feel pretty confident knowing that Champa was not prepared for this. And so if he just races it, he's probably going to get the jump on Champa.
Which does appear to be what's happening.
Yeah, so then there's going to be this other, like, 2 one-square bingos making this cross shape on the board. Say, accusing Dodgy of having prepped the non-thrusting shield kill. I can assure you, none of these players have seen any of these center squares. Say
so
knows this, he's just being a troll.
This is where, like, for Champa, like, yeah, you want to block this because you probably don't want to spend the time doing sort of light and dark. But I think someone said to me once is like, the person marking a square usually has an advantage going to the next one because like they know what they're doing. They don't have to like react to it or whatnot. So like maybe the best thing here was actually to start prepping sort of light and dark and block the other column.
Potentially. Champa does also know that he has very likely a jump on sort of light and dark because his hippo is dead, and it seems pretty unlikely that Dodgy killed the hippo because of the log being relatively active. Obviously, that square took like quite a lot of time to do, 10 minutes in fact. But there was some ADM progress in there, so maybe the hippo's dead. It's hard to say. But I feel like if I saw that double square get marked and it took 10 minutes, I might be like, well, I mean, he could have died. He could have died in a long fight and then had another long fight. Like, that's totally reasonable. Okay, Champa actually pulling ahead just a little bit because Dodgy sat to level up from his Rolana money. However, his weapon is definitely going to be better for Queeline. Oh, he also might have swapped his Ash of War. He might have swapped off Stormblade at that point. Yeah, okay.
That's worth it. Neck and neck. Backhand blade's actually gone quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah, but the control that you get on Queeline with that poise damage. All right, 2 1 square lines. Dodgy not currently learning from last match and not closing either of them. They're in completely different parts of the map. He could close one of these 100%, but he is doing something else. What is he doing up here?
What is he doing? Remembrance without flasks? I guess, you know, you're close to Lions, but I don't know. If you go south, then, you know, even if you don't get Lamentation, Sleep Pot Giant's right there. There's another pot. And there's a sorcery down there too.
Champa wisely not giving a damn about these bingos. He's like, if he wins, he wins. This is kind of the attitude that you have to have at this point of the game. I mean, down by 6 squares, there's not really going to be a whole lot that you can do, to be honest.
He did say he likes to play his opponent too.
Yeah, he saw a game last week where Dodgy had this basically almost exact same setup and didn't close either bingo, so it's not crazy to think that he might not do so again. But with all bingos blocked and being down by 6 squares, even if he does have a little bit of superior map progress over Dodgy, there's not really a whole lot to be done from this position.
Yeah, I feel like for him to get back into this, it's probably a combo of Metter and Gaius, where there's just like a lot of sorceries and Skidoo and stuff there. It'll give you a decent amount of squares. Probably not enough, though.
Yeah, I mean, even though Dodgy is like almost out of priority, like he's got a sorcery 2 with Rolana, and then he's about to do this without flasks, like, 12, like even though Chump is ahead on Shadowkeep and South, which is where every single remaining square is, you gotta think that Dodgy's gonna be able to pick up that last square somewhere. In fact, Chumpa should probably prioritize closing on sorceries, because he saw Moonrathil go down, he saw a Remembrance go down. Like, you gotta know that that is an at-risk square. Dodgy taking some heat in chat for not going for the bingo. The word coward has been used. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a little cowardice.
A little bit. Stagger?
Only a tap. Oh, okay. Oh, Dodgy takes a tumble into the water, being punished for his cowardice. I think when we do get a chance to talk to these guys, I'm curious about Champa's plan for the early game. That's most of what I have written down to ask him. We will not be doing coverage until... Wait,
end of everything.
Dodgy drank flasks? Or does he still have all these flasks from Furnace Golem? 9 red? Okay, I guess he had like 5 blue for Furnace Golem or something. Anyway, but yeah, we will not be discussing this game immediately after it ends. We will go to a break. We'll do a little bit of discussion, just Mershawn and I, as we're wrapping up. And we might even keep that to a minimum, because we have kind of a lot of time to do that wrap up now as they're running around finishing out the game. Dodgy going back section. Okay, dude. Just go. Whatever. It's, yeah. Give him hell, chat. Give him hell.
He's going to win by majority. He's going to grab the last sorcery here for 1 square. And then, I don't know, maybe he just goes kill Sleep Hot Giant afterwards. That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I think Lamentation might be faster. Lamentation's so fast.
Yeah, I think, like...
And there's a sorcery right there. Just go there. You would get both squares, because he has the 2 from...
Yeah, I mean, he could also just like kill the tree spirit down here. That might be faster than some other things, without surrendering map progress towards Shadowkeep. Not that it really matters. We'll be saving just a few moments of running, but yeah, looks like Dodgy is going to collect this 3rd sorcery, would be my guess. Otherwise, he probably would have pivoted out of this back section run and gone south. Yeah, he's still running. But yeah, questions about this early game. I am curious about that Talisman's decision, the decision to not contest the double square that we thought they would be racing off the rip. Doing the Talismans in a way that didn't get him closer to Kindred Cookbooks, not closing on Kindred Cookbooks when he had 1, and then not going immediately Hippo Dane to start dealing with those rows. And then there was that bit of a issue on Rolana, which is not something that we can really pick his brain about. You know, it's a high pressure match. Like, you know, yeah. Sometimes you got the jitters. It was at a point in the game where the game was like closer, so even then, like, you have more jitters than ever. By the time Dodgy was doing the Rolana thrusting shield, he had a pretty firm grip on the game. It wasn't put away by any stretch of the imagination, but he was probably feeling himself a bit more than Jumpa was. What do you want for that?
Yeah, I wonder if what just happened at the beginning is there were like, you could see all the potential threats that were right there, like in that Shadow Altus place, and are just like, which one do I do? Which one do I do? And then the indecision. I tried to look at all of them.
I would also not be surprised if Jumpa's leaving these bingos as like a Dodgy, please, let's go next. Just do it. But you know, the one thing is like the longer you kind of let these games run when the outcome is decided, you kind of get to a point where you're giving your opponent time to mentally recover. Like you're giving them a longer break than you otherwise would of just putting them in the ground with the bingo, and then just like they only have that little bit of time to reset their mental for the next game. When you let it drag out in this way, it gives the other player a lot more time to just like process what happens, kind of, you know, loosen up. The pressure's off, the game is decided, like the hands get a little less shaky, the brain starts relaxing a little bit, releasing whatever chemicals brains release to calm you the fuck down. And you know, he'll probably be in a better position going into next game for having this occurred. So Dodgy, bingo people, it's fun. The game is called Bingo. The game is called Bingo.
Majority club.
Yeah, majority club. That sounds sketchy.
It does actually. It does sound really sketchy. I don't like it.
Well, he's finally heading in the direction of south. Is he looking for a Bingjority, perhaps? Go for a sorcery into the lamentation. Oh, my freaking Dodgy, dude. It's fine. He deserves a little bit of flame, but he played this game like an absolute champion. Like no hesitation on that thrusting shield. Yeah, he did the center square, just went for it with just like the worst goddamn damage on the planet. Had a really nice Rolana fight, and made it look easy. Took it home with the double square on the board, which is insane. That was kind of exactly what I wanted to see when this board was rolled. I was like, ooh, somebody could do it. Somebody could do it. Everyone in chat was probably like, oh, it'll never still be on the board at the same time, Jack. Somebody's gonna take it away. You're wrong. You are wrong. Cool things happen in Bingo. You see things that you would like never see in normal Elden Ring. That's why Bingo is so cool, because it's like a challenge run combined with a speed run versus somebody also doing those same things. So like, you know, who's gonna know how to like kill this boss with a non-thrusting shield and do it quickly and do it at the right time and pick the right weapon? Like, it's these center squares are a great test of versatility, imaginativeness. I'm definitely feeling time. Come on, Dodgy, hurry the hell up.
I mean, you're right though. Like that is the really awesome thing about this format for Elden Ring specifically is, you know, the speedruns, you get to see all the bosses or specifically the remembrances. There's so much to this game in terms of like routing and like intricate map knowledge of different items. Like that's the fascinating part about it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, approaching. Oh, is it going to be a little race? A little race for the bingo block? I would also not be surprised at all if Jumpa just goes for the sleep pod giant and is just like, Dodgy, do it. God damn.
Is he gonna also get the grace? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, he wants to for the sleep pot, but
we finally have our bingo. Oh my god.
oh, all right.
Oh, yep. I knew it. Chumpa's like leaving it, like, please end the game, brother. Put me out of my misery. a few fill time. I'm gonna work on overlays for the break.
Yeah, so let's see, we've got Champa here. I guess is gonna do sleep pot, maybe just try to get as many squares as he can before Dodgy closes us out here. Lamentation actually is super quick though, it's just like along this bridge to the left. So probably ending in 10 seconds. Unless he gets grabbed. Right, dodges it.
That is his name. NPG, holy shit, he actually
Yay!
did that. Wow. Amazing. All right.
Bingo.
Yep. Look at this glorious, hideous bastard. Finally bingoed. Oh god, let's get out of this frame. All right. So, oops, I still have the board cover on. Game 1 in the books. Dodgy with a commanding victory. We already pretty much talked about a lot of the stuff that we had wanted to for this match while it was wrapping up. Dodgy gave us plenty of time to do so. We'll have to give him shit for that later. Anyway, we will move right into a break. We'll probably look to maybe make it a little shorter than it otherwise would, just because that game took forever. So we were gonna do 15-minute breaks, but we'll just do a 10-minute break since we're not really gonna do any post game. So yeah, we'll throw it over. Say if you can hear me, go ahead, and I don't know if those guys can hear me, but that's what's gonna happen. And we'll be basically kicking that off right about now. So yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll catch you soon.
Trina, smile. You need to do a lot of talking, a lot of porting,
Yeah, it's
and
fucking
go to
slow.
PLEA. Yeah. Not that for remembrances is exactly a fast square either, but like if he goes for the fast remembrances, he's killed the slowest one already.
I don't know. I believe it's faster.
I think it's faster, yeah. I mean, Skadu Avatar isn't super fast.
No, not by any means. But still,
So-
it's quite just. But that is the only living thing.
And
To
if
me,
there's
Big Mystery
any
is
depth, then
pretty
it's.
I think
GG's.
he'll
Well,
be at
I think so.
PK or have PK killed by time Helios gets to Skidoo Tree. Depending on how the run goes, because we know how brutal this run is.
Yeah, I
boy.
don't know. I'm kind of thinking that Helios has got this.
I believe
Yes,
so as
again.
well, to be honest.
If Helios executes
Very
well,
quick.
yeah, like this is easily his to win.
You don't really have to execute all that well at 10 Skidoo. You just gotta like flatten these fools.
And he's gonna get so much levels off of this too.
Yeah.
2 Membies for sword.
No, imagine
No.
Loki didn't grab the Renal.
Oh, he's
Word.
going for Skidoo Tree first. I likey.
Oh boy.
Now this is the part where both of them are like sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scouts we got it. Just get a goddamn.
Oh,
Lucky.
Yeah, this is
Lucky.
that annoying.
I don't even think reloading the area does anything.
Heal, brother. Heal, brother. Please.
Oh,
Oh.
Helios grabbed. He's like actually invincible, so it's like fine.
Just if this happens 4 more times and then a death.
If Helios dies,
That's by the
I'm
triple
suddenly like,
explosion.
hell yeah, it's a race again.
Gavel. Gavel.
Oh yeah, that's damage, all right.
Oh boy.
my fucking word, dude.
Fox's premonition of getting grabbed 4 more times.
Oh, this is just for the content, basically.
What the hell is that? I thought this was the DLC.
The DLC with 10 Skidoo and the right damage type. Yeah, bosses are joke.
This
Explosion is still up there.
Yeah.
10's good enough.
Looking out for blood.
I think it'll be fine.
yeah, I don't see.
It has to be like a colossal fumble plus bleed proc for him to die.
I don't want to see Lokai go like this. No. That's Bingus, baby.
That's Bingus. Oh, he does have talismans.
He just didn't put him on. Nice.
Still a
Oh,
dodgy.
you little
moment.
fucker.
What's the record? 43 minutes?
No, no, God, no.
No. Dodgy by far has the record for the longest time not putting on talismans.
It's got to at
The
least have been
longest
an hour and a
one I
half.
know of is an
Yeah, it
hour
was
and
hour and a
3
half.
minutes or something.
Yeah, that's
What was it? Dueling Peak Drakes when you were like, hey, I should probably put those on.
yeah. I was like, wait, I'm getting one shot here. Maybe I'll put on a ritual steel talisman.
This is utter panic, right? Oh, thought that was the third. One more.
Well, he still has his physic at least.
Oh, there it is.
Oh boy,
And there
I
it is.
think this is.
it's G.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, yeah. This is.
There
Now just a Rolana.
But
we go.
Oh no.
All right, Rolana, do what
The
you
moon?
do best, right? Mhm,
Moon.
Den ska du ordna.
Yeah.
You die. There's no way.
There's no way.
Hear me out. The moon, and then
Nah, you will survive it.
Even then you'll survive. Yeah.
and then an hit afterward.
Right.
Remember the
Oh,
very first thing
man.
that Jack said at the beginning of this game, being like, yeah, that row 3. Well, that
Yeah.
row 3.
Yeah, we're through.
I wanted him to get Skidoo at least.
Like looking at the board initially, I thought it was gonna be like Golden Path, Euphoria, and then.
Hey, you
pivoting
never
to
know.
South
Maybe
around
he fails
time.
to skip and dies. You know, it happened to me.
Didn't.
We hop.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Oh! Jesus Christ.
You're not dead till you're dead, you know?
Jesus. Alright, Helios entering Rolana.
He's chilling.
Yeah,
PK
this
isn't even
Rolana is
dead.
gonna get
Like,
nailed,
If
but-
PK was part of this line instead of Smile,
Oh,
Yeah.
cinema.
maybe Helios' PC turns off.
You can jump that? Wow.
Yes.
Alright, there's PK.
That late's too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Helios
is not
doesn't
that
sweat
No.
here unless there's a death, but like at this point, you just play it safe. Like it doesn't
I
matter.
mean,
This is your
Rolana's
last-
probably
you
just
just-
gonna die like right fucking
big.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine
He
this,
doesn't have
but
stamina.
Lokai didn't go for oil, and he didn't die once on the way to PK.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah.
Oh,
GG's, damn.
GG's.
Wow.
Oh wait, he doesn't have enough blue, I don't think.
Oh,
Palm Blast.
Like- if you're able to stun lock, that
Oh
can
my
be
God.
very good.
Okay, so it works.
Wow.
It's actually scary.
Oh,
Jack and Matt together.
Oh,
yeah,
Rashas
that
learning.
hurts when she, yep.
He's
When
like,
she dodges
none of
one,
that.
She's
it's like
beginning
it's
to
just
believe.
over.
Pam. Oh, Palm Blast is very satisfying though.
Oh my god, Dodgy.
Those frames that just
Yeah.
skip Oh.
That's gonna
Beast.
hurt.
Nice. Finish.
This is a crazy.
Yeah, I'm
fight.
most scared about jumping
The
up to
three-
the weed cutter.
Let's go.
Nice Mesmer.
Okay, fair.
They are equally trading every time.
Okay, he's not gonna have
Where's
enough
he going
blue.
now?
Is he going to finish off Sword of Light and Darkness?
Maybe. Threaten that and then go Jory.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mina.
Oh.
all right. That's good damage though overall.
Now do charge attack straight into weed cutter and die.
Can you fucking imagine? That would be so sad. Yeah, all right.
Nah, surely you got this.
Oh!
blind spots!
Dude,
Yeah.
oh my god!
No, I can't
I even
believe
held
it.
myself back. I was about to say
Blind
he got
spots.
this. I was like, I'm not talking, and then he does a blind spot. Why do that?
Oh god.
Oh. Who was it? Who was it?
I'm
He just wanted to see more Rakshasa, so he
I'm
cursed.
tearing
wrong.
up, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. This is the last time he's going to see Rakshasa in a while, so he's making the most of it.
Rakshasa, brother.
Dude, don't make
Oh,
fun of
God.
this.
Okay, nice patience.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
not what you do. But okay, sure, that works.
With Ritual Shield, you can survive too.
Oh.
Oh, she walked in. Holy shit!
Okay.
No, no.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, that's good. That's good. A bit preemptive, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do it that far away. She'll roll.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
All right. What will happen to Josh this time? We'll find out later. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's game 2 time. This screen doesn't show it. Oops. Next screen will. But Dodgy won game 1 in a relatively commanding fashion. He just went for the more powerful play off rip. Just turned on the jets, never slowed down, kept going, and then put the game away with a really incredible fight with Rolana with a non-thrusting shield kill, which was our center square for that match. Really awesome. Awesome fight. You'll love to see it. All right, moving on to game number 2. Normally we might speculate how well Champa might be able to come back, what his mental might be looking like. But we'll just jump on into it. We don't want to give these guys too much time to be sitting there waiting, stressing, whatever. So say whenever you are ready, feel free to get these guys going. Please tell me I'm not disconnected from the board. Okay. I'm not. We're chilling. We're
No
chilling.
technical difficulties, please. Please.
All right, here we go. The timer is underway. And what do we have this time?
My hope is another RAM-related one.
We have Reach 60 Strength or Arcane buffs allowed. So, 60 is a pretty high amount. Technically, you only have to get to 50 for Strength. And for Arcane, there's also a couple buffs that you can come by. So basically, players will have to put a good amount of stats into this. It's dangerous to leave for a long period of time because it is center square, so they might want to factor this into their build right away. If you are a
Bloodfiend's Arm, if there was ever a game, it's this one.
Is it on the board? I didn't actually look.
Without backhand blades and great katanas is there?
Acquire Bloodfiend's Arm is on the board if somebody felt so inclined. So yeah,
that's 3 right there.
You could. There are reasons to do this. There is no square for clearing forges or jails, which is a bit of a miss. Whoops. If you can get like Lamenter killed for any reason, his transformation gives you 8 arcane. I probably should have re-rolled for that to be an option, but 3 NPC bosses. Maybe. could do. But up by Bloodfiend's arm, and much more reasonably, the Talisman of Outer God's Heirloom, I think. That is 5 free arcane. So if you are eyeing up this square, you're probably eyeing up a heavy Great Katana game, perhaps. You could potentially look for a Bleed Backhand Blades game. The arcane scaling on Backhand Blades is a bit tricky. It's very, very shit for like the first 30 levels. And then as you get to 40, the blood buildup starts to get really quite nice. So you're kind of missing a bit of power in the early game if you prioritize this square with Backhand Blades. So we'll see. It's up to these players to route this however they wish. We'll see what they're up to. Looking at the buy that they're doing, Dodgy not looking at it off rip. He's leveling Dex. Champa buying the Dex tier. Magic Wet Blade. So Champa eyeing up a Great Katana game. Is he going to look to do a heavy infusion, or is this square going to sit on the board until there's some big late game money to throw around? Which there is. This board has some fat late gameness on it. There is Bale Egon. There is Burn the Sealing Tree. There is Matting Hand. What else? That's most of it.
A lot of the
Damn, Mesmer Rolana and Burn the Sealing Tree are on here. Or Mesmer Romina, sorry, and Burn the Sealing Tree in a nice little shape. So Golden Path looking quite strong. What else do you see? What are your ideas for this board?
just a lot of the early game stuff is kill focused. I mean, you've Blessings of America, Verdigris, and then Ashes of War as like the 3 collection ones. But I think that's probably why they're focusing on like just being able to kill quickly without necessarily getting the center square. We could also hope for a Moor's Shield because that's a lot of strength. And Armor Sets is on there too. But that's not the most synergistic.
Did you say more shit like for the kill of remembrance?
For strength.
If we saw another like unprompted kill with a shield, like I would just my mind would be absolutely blown. Just like complete.
It's high strength.
Cinema.
It's pretty decent damage. Like I think it'll be Bloodfiend's Arm or Anvil Hammer if they go for it. But yeah, I think early on we might see like the maybe Ashes of War and is it +0 weapon for the Great Katana player? I'm not sure about the one that's eyeing up backhand blades yet, though.
Well, Champa is running Scorched, but he did buy stuff for Katana. So what is he doing? I don't know.
I mean, maybe they're both just going to do Katana.
Dodgy eyeing up just the straight Katana thing. Money for Champa.
Money's going to be really important this game, right? Because all of those heavy weapons, if they choose to use them, are expensive
this
to upgrade.
A big money game for sure. You got a big stat dump square, center square. There's all kinds of money that you can get. Basically, like you mentioned, everything on this board is killing. There's even St. Trina's Nectar, too. With St. Trina's Sword in the row 5. You could push someone to, well, Matting Hands makes that row kind of ass.
I think I prefer Golden Path this game. I mean, yeah, Bale's there too, but there's not really a ton of South Side. Most of it, I think you can do with just going Elec River.
Yes, I agree. It's mostly just the Bale, which is not in like a particularly strong part of the board, so yeah, we might not be seeing Bale this game unless it goes incredibly late. There is 3 NPC dropped weapons with NPC bosses. The kind of column 2, there's a lot of synergy. Someone could make the decision to just sack Egon. Like, no one's ever doing Bale this game. I don't give a shit. Get the DLC armor sets, get the dropped weapons rolling, and kind of build something on that. And then like an Elec River play for the sword / demi-human. Like, that's a somewhat dangerous column.
they're never gonna do it, but doesn't he have a great bow that's high strength?
If we see Bo gaming, I like we're not gonna see Bo gaming. I would be very, very surprised.
You could make it happen. You can make that the center square.
I could force that to happen. It's true, but that would be weird. I think that would be weird.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever killed a boss with a bow in this game in my entire thousands of hours playing it. So maybe these guys have.
Fun square.
All right. So both did grab the katana. I'm still not sure why Champa grabbed Scorch at the start.
Dodgy also grabbed the Swift Spear, presumably to do Rulana at some point.
Yeah, he does like doing that with for that bottom right square. Nobody's showing any signs yet of what their plans might be for the center square. Okay, Champa going Egon first. Neither of these players are really rushing anything. Okay, Dodgy sitting here makes me think that he's also looking at +0 again. It does have a lot of synergy in the column 3, more so than the +0 square itself, because the Knight's in the name, the Ashes of War, Egon is a knight who drops an ash, match made in heaven. So, one square and progress towards 2/3 of two others. I don't know if the math's mathin', but you know what I mean. Yep. Turn my light on.
Gray called this out in chat. The column 2 could be kind of scary.
I called that out at the start of the game. Was nobody
listening? Sorry.
I'm yelling at Gray more than you. Best plan for center square, ignore it. Force opponent into it. That sounds like a coward. Auto mod is trying to flag Gray. Oh, that's fine. You're allowed to say F you. I don't care. Hey, the VOD will prove me right unless it crashes again or something. I don't know. The VOD will prove me right. Anyway, we have another +0 status effects thing. I mean, he's status effects not on the board, so he's not doing that part, but he's going right for it. He's also doing the risky approach again. He did not grab a Grace. It's less important to do this when there's not the combo of squares, because it's less likely that your opponent is racing you on it.
It's not really in a good position either.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the
long squares.
The follow-up knock-ons for this are why he's doing it, I believe. Like this Ash of War, this Knight boss, like it just expresses a lot of prio on this column 3. Oh geez, he's low health. Okay, he's fine. That was close. Stamina. Okay, that's a nice move from Edred for him to reset the loop. Okay. Oh, wakes him up. Okay, but he has plenty of stamina. It's gonna be fine. Meanwhile, Champa trucking along again. Still just like not committing to those early game plays. He's not going back for like the blessings now that he's got here. He's just kind of rolling into Shadow Altus.
He grabbed the blessing.
Yeah, but he's not like going back for the other one. He's not converting the square, basically.
I mean, grab maybe more ruins and then back.
We'll see. We'll see what he does. Loop looking quite nice for Dodgy. I think he missed his second Frost proc, which is a bit of a shame for the speed of this fight.
We have a question in chat. How many runes is 60 strength? Is it Hippo and Mesmer with a tender, or
I don't know. Google Elden Ring level calculator, and there will be a web page that you can put in. They start at RL1, so even though they have all this this 50 vigor, it's free. The mod just gives it to them without leveling up their rune level. So basically, you go to that website, type 1 to like 40, basically, or no, 41.
Price level
41 with the tier for strength. No, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up. Somebody else do it. It's a long day of Bingus. I'm not doing math. I'm not doing the math for you. That's up for the players.
50 more,
the players
so
can do
like,
the math. I got all these stream things and like lights and people talking to me and chat being annoying. Like, it's fine.
somewhere between 40 and 50 levels.
Explain math, Jack. Explain math. No, I don't think I will. All right, so we have our first square from Dodgy. The timing was a bit slower due to the lack of the second frost proc, but still quite a respectable time. Champa, meanwhile, cruising through Shadow Altus, eyeing up armor sets, I guess, but I don't know if he's willing to sack Egon. Dodgy going in the... Oh my god, he's doing this. Okay, so he likes doing this Ash of War in this Scarab by the Misbegotten that everybody hates, because these things are little murderers. Did he upgrade his weapon? He must have.
These guys are jerks. Yeah, I never go for this one.
Yeah. So he likes being on Torrent. I feel like he's gonna lose the dude though.
Yeah.
Okay, he kept it. Dodging. Oh, still not quite dead. Okay. Wow. Making it look easy. Dodgy making things look easy this event.
And then from Champa, we have him killing Egon.
Okay, so he is going to be out of the
Locking
Bale
himself
Egon
out.
square.
And he's also already ticked up one armor set. So
Yeah, he did grab Highland. So this is going to take him... I kind of wish he had marked Blessings of America before this or something, because Dodgy can probably read this as him being locked out of Egon. And when you are locked out of like a really long square, it's like really nice for your opponent when they know it, because it just means they never have to do any progress towards the square. They can just leave it for the very last square of the game if they need it. At 9 minutes and change, the square can typically be done in like just under 7 with backhand blades. It's possible that this means that Moore is dead and not Egon, but it's close.
Yeah.
It is close. Especially because if you do the Moors set without like breaking, or by breaking the rune and stuff, you don't need the weapon upgraded. So it saves a bit of time. I think that's a reasonable read that Dodgy can make, that Bale Egon is still in play, but it's hard to say. With NPC drop weapons done, it'll tell it. Well, we'll see. We'll see when he chooses to mark it. Meanwhile, we got a Blessings race.
Did Dodgy grab the first one? I don't think he did.
That's quite possible that he did not. He isn't grabbing the Skidoo, which makes me think that he did. Yeah, he is not grabbing the Skidoo, and he's going to miss out on the square. Oh, Champa.
Oh, maybe.
Champa also is going to get access to the Skidoo, which is quite nice for him. But yeah, I think if I am Dodgy there, I'm grabbing that Skidoo because you have to port back anyway, so like, eh. All right, heading Bellerat. What is in Bellerat? He's eyeing up potentially Bloodfiend's Arm for the double block. What else? No, he's not even gonna touch Moore's Grace. Okay, so he's just going for the Bloodfiend's Arm. We'll see if that turns into a weapon at some point.
Please.
Champa looking at Verdigris Discus, possibly, would be quite nice. Builds a threat. Dresses a diagonal and a new row. Not doing that. Okay, okay.
The diagonal is pretty decent there, actually, from top left to bottom right.
Top left, bottom right.
If you get the, because you've got the two, if you go for the strength, right, like you can build into a weapon for that. And then if he gets the discus, maybe does.
One thing is, like, Champa gets actually nothing from killing ADM this game, other than that NPC bosses, NPC drop weapons square, potentially. So, like, it's not useful map. It's just there for the squares. So, like, maybe, but, like, he can't do Bale Egon. There's nothing else up that way for him. Right, there's Bloodfiend's Arm.
Yeah, it's not necessarily useful for map, but for him, it could turn into 3 different threats, I think. Because you've got the 2 diagonals and then the column.
Okay, Dodgy did grab the Arcane Talisman here, so he might be eyeing up Arcane for his level dump square. I'd be curious to see if he, like, does anything with his weapon. Like, if he puts Occult on it, or if he puts Blood on it. He doesn't currently have an infusion. It's currently naked, standard looking. And Dodgy down the Elac River. This play makes a lot of sense. ADM is, like we've been saying, kind of booty. If he made the read that Champa doesn't have access to Bale Egon, then if Champa kills ADM, Dodgy is kind of like fine with it. I mean, obviously this double square in this column is like not something you are super excited about, but because he's making this Elac River play to go kill the demi-human boss, he'll be stopping that play in its tracks. So it kind of doesn't matter. These are going to be 2 dead squares very soon for Champa. And all of that map is not going to be particularly useful. Meanwhile, Dodgy's map, on the other hand, is kind of useful. He has more access to Chief Bloodfiend. He can go into PK from there, the bottom row. There's 2 squares down there, potentially even 3 if you were psycho enough to use that as your sorceries. But yeah, we have an ADM fight with Impaling Thrust. Not the biggest fan, but he's making good work of it. When I say not the biggest fan, it's mostly because these NPCs can like jump over thrusting attacks and stuff. Oh, okay, he's fine.
ADM likes to jump.
Yeah, it also just doesn't do as high of damage as other Ashes of War. Like, it's really nice for the speed and the poise damage, but against NPCs, especially these low poise ones who just get staggered by absolutely everything, like, you'd probably rather have something that multi-hits to keep them stun locked and deal more damage.
Yep.
Oh my god, he almost let that that magma shot rip.
That would kill, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. There's no surviving that at close range, because then you're just like stuck in the pool as well, and even if you did survive the shot, it would magma tick you down. Okay, so that's 2 NPC dropped weapons, 1 boss. And he has no reason to go further once this demi-human dies, basically. Because he won't really care about the St. Trina sword anytime soon. He couldn't even get there if he wanted to, because the rune is unbroken. So the fissure is sealed. It looks like he's kind of going Logre. He might be doing a talisman buy, doing Logre to secure the dropped weapons. But the speed at which this dropped weapons gets marked, if that is indeed what he's doing, will probably send the message to Dodgy that that was indeed Egon, and that Bale is uncontested this game.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to do like the mausoleum or something like that instead too, just to get the NPC boss?
I mean, if you want to get an NPC boss out of the way, like Dane is a
Dane, yeah, like
okay. So he is doing Dane. It's still going to be quite fast. Dodgy going north, not going the demi-human. Okay, this is a little suspect. I think Say would have words about this. He is a big advocate of you do not use the Elac River for sneaky progress. You use the Elac River for a blitz rush. It is a highway to the Cerulean coast. Your opponent can steal it away from you very quickly. So running down there and sitting on it is typically not a great idea. But he might just be splitting his progress on the blocks on this column, very afraid of it as a potential threat. So if, hypothetically, Champa was going down the Elac River and snipes him on Demi-Human Boss, he would have very little mechanism to block anything else in that column. So in that sense, it's okay. Wait, what the hell is he doing this way? Discus? Why?
He could be going for the row 1, because if he did sniff out the...
Oh, yeah. He's got a Knight dead. He's got access to Chief Bloodfiend. He's got access to Demi-Human Boss. The Vertigus Discus is the last one in the line. That is a very good observation. Of course, it's Dodgy, so it might not matter, but
A bingo that your opponent actually can't block. I think he would go for it. Out of curiosity, are there any good like arcane weapons where, like, of course we have the infusions, occult is probably more likely, but are there any that we could see for like the kill remembrance without backhand blades, crit katana?
I mean, it's mostly Blood Fiend's arm, I think. There's like the Poison Hand and Bellerot, which would be really good, but no, I think we're mostly looking at smithing weapons with Ashes of War that will help out with Arcane or Strength. Black Wet Blade from Champa. Okay, he is eyeing up the occult. However, this row 1, as you pointed out, is... Oh, no, wait, that's Dodgy. That's Dodgy. Dodgy is eyeing up the center square. Champa, on the other hand, while Dodgy is fidgeting around with this, is kind of catching up on... Okay, he's going back to the coast. Okay. Oh, boy. This is potentially big problem. It's crazy how fast this is going to come out of nowhere. Like, what a wild line to sniff out. Just like Elec River, 2 squares, progress on 1 square, prep the one that Champa's going to react to with the block. Like, Champa's going to see this demi-human go down, and he's going to run right at Vertiger's Discus, I think, and he's going to lose it. And then he's going to lose Blood Fiend, and then he's going to lose Knights. Yep. Like, he might react with Knights when he sees Discus go down, because he's like, okay, Dodgy already has Prio on Knights, he's going to do Chief Blood Fiend first. So I'm just gonna, like, Idrid was like barely any Prio, so I'm just gonna like knock that out. Solitary Knight can be my 3rd NPC boss, and then it's kind of a Rolana race. Lord, bro. Technology can suck my butt. All right, we're back. And maybe Dodgy dies a bunch to this demi-human. Who the hell knows? It's early in the game. He's got a bleed Great Katana. Who knows what's gonna happen?
I think this boss will die to a breeze, as you've constantly told me, because I never try to kill this boss quickly.
Yeah, it should go down quite quickly. He does have Impaling Thrust instead of like Overhead Stance, which would help proc those bleeds really quick, but we'll see.
He'll still stagger real quick.
No, he cannot currently wield the weapon. Let's see if he remembers. Yeah.
Flask? Nope.
Okay, he did remember. He's locked onto the wrong thing. Okay, there's the stagger. He is going to be ganged up on. That, I think, was the bleed proc. There's the gang. Oh, there's the smacks! And the monkeys! Okay, healing. The fight is a little bit off rails. Okay, I don't know how Ameriga whiffed, but... Oh! Okay, enough of the little dudes are dead that I'm pretty sure... Yeah, okay, he's got this. All right, Mr. Champa, what is your response to a row 1 out of nowhere? Yep, off to get sniped on Discus. Yikes. Yikes, dude. Okay, one thing that could happen, emphasis on could, is if this row does, like, just fully tumble in Dodgy's way, he does still have to kill Bale. If Dodgy is doing all of that and is dying or whatever to Drakes, to Bale himself... Oh, Champa dropped down for Moonrathil. Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyway, if Dodgy gets, like, stuck on Bale, like, super early in the game, or the Drakes, or whatever, if there is a line that is still open, Champa could bingo him back. Like, bingo him faster. Like, Dodgy still has to do this Bale. So the only
problem is
one...
there's only really row 5.
Yeah, the only one is row 5, but row 5 is synergistic. And he's kind of down there.
The problem is matting hand, right? Because, like, it is pretty synergistic to do all of the Trina stuff.
The problem is
you have to go there.
Yes, sir. All right.
This is a real tough spot. He has to go for knights, which at least has some synergy with the NPC bosses if he does the solitary knight jail, but
Champa staring at the
close.
map. You gotta think faster than this. You gotta think faster than this. You gotta go. All right, he's gonna go get sniped on Blood Fiend. Oh boy. You have to, like, yeah, get out of here, get out of here. You gotta start working on the knights.
Go for
It's
knights.
your only shot. It's your only shot.
Yeah, especially because you can probably guess your opponent went through Elac.
Yeah, I think that's what he was thinking about. Dude, just... What is this? Where is he going here?
Wait.
Morth Ruins? Huh?
Rolana? No, but he would go
This
to the
is
other
not the
one.
right Grace. What is he doing?
Ooh.
Huh?
There's no knight this way.
There's no knights, there's no Blood Fiend, there is certainly no Bale.
He has to know he locked himself out, right?
Yeah.
Like I know sometimes you forget, or like it's easy to sometimes not notice a lockout condition, but
Any chatters knowing any knowers?
Agro says Champa's calling the Dodgy will never bingo him. It did happen in the last match though, so I don't know. I wouldn't make that bet.
After a amount of protest. Dude, the thing, like, Dodgy's like going back and shopping and things. Like, Champa had a good crack at the Knights. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just giving up? What is he doing?
Oh.
It's super weird to take
He could be doing...
Go ahead.
He could be doing the thing you were saying, where like maybe he's getting progress towards Madding Hand. I don't think so. I mean, there are sorceries.
You would
there
go
too,
through
but,
Hippo
like,
so you can kill everything else quicker with the Skidoo and levels. Okay, now he's going back for Knights. Maybe he didn't like properly appreciate the row. He might have.
Yeah.
It's just weird to like take a good hard look at your map for a while and then ride in a completely strange direction that doesn't do anything about that. I'm willing to bet he didn't see the problem in the row. Okay, Dodgy going for a Knight, and then probably collecting on Blood Fiend, and this is not going to be enough time, I think, for Champa.
The funny thing is, if he actually kept going for Blood Fiend, he would have that. It actually was the right call.
Yeah, well, it was maybe not the right call. It was like anything.
It would have worked out.
Yeah. You never know exactly what your opponent's gonna do. One thing is like Dodgy does have this Blood Great Katana, and Champa has a more traditional build. Like Dodgy is probably gonna be killing these things slower than Champa, but he does have a head start, and we already saw he will probably not die to Rolana. Meanwhile, Champa had a pretty disastrous Rolana last game, so might not be feeling incredibly confident about it. His damage is not... Okay, there we go. It's like, what is this damage? Okay, Jail Knight gets off a heal.
Rolana staggered.
Jail Knight coming in hot. Oh, yeah!
Two.
Should be a stagger here from Rolana. Yep. Problem is, Dodgy's only got one more Knight, unless Jail Knight gives him the business, like, right the hell now. And he's dead? Okay, Jail Knight dead.
So probably Garu for the last one.
Oh, yeah, Garu even. Oh, Lord. Oh. Okay, kind of takes the repose. Wastes a few seconds.
I wonder if you're Champa.
Oh, that was flaskless? Oh, shit.
Oh.
I wonder if that tells Dodgy that Knights is coming. But Dodgy's probably not going to pivot, because it's reasonable to assume that was the first Knight.
Yeah. I wonder if you actually go for Blood Fiend. I mean, he's not, but just because it's taking long enough to mark.
Yeah, you can see it in the way he's moving. He's got a bit of indecision. I mean, he's in combat now. Yeah. Yikes, 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 yikes. Man, what a, like... What's the right way to put it? Non-characteristically bold play for Dodgy to make the read that, like, hey, Bale is locked out. I bingoed this guy last game. Sure, it, you know, took me 10 minutes longer than it should have, perhaps, but that felt good. That felt good. Maybe I could do that again.
Yep.
Oh!
Well, hey,
Garu with the squish.
Needs.
It's gotta happen at least like one more time. I don't even know that Champa has Idrid's Grace. I think he just grabbed the blessing at the start. If he had Idrid's Grace, like it could potentially be something. Yeah, Dodgy's gotta die again, I think.
Gravity might help.
Let's see if Champa can survive 2 bingos that involve Garu. Okay, that's 2 knights. Oh, he does have reprimand. Oh! Okay, if Dodgy has a goofy fight, Champa could make it. Okay. Bleed.
Bleed.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
he's leveling. Oh, shit. Dude, you do not need levels to kill Idrid. Just go. Fuck the game. The game is on the line. Oh, no.
Oh, that's so much damage. He's bleeding really frequently, too.
Let's go, brother. Fuck. Come on, Garu, slurp his ass. No! Oh, no, dude. Oh, God. Oh, shit. All right, well.
Well, you're in a tough spot now.
Yeah, this is... I believe it is now full send row 5. That is all there is.
Yeah. Oh, he's already in the cave.
Might jump on the butt, dude. Back to reprimand.
He's dropping down from there, so he's not doing Telia
Oh.
Scope, which I think is slower.
I don't know. I don't think you can chase this because like he very clearly went through Elac, I do believe. So it's time to full send and just hope there's a. Where is he going?
I imagine he has to know that he's locked out, but it could still be that. Oh, is that sword good for a strength option?
I mean, with 60, yeah, probably. It has high strength scaling. The base damage is shit, and it does no status.
Mm.
So, oh my god, Dodgy kind of getting rocked. Okay, that's center square. Very cool. However... what is the row 5 answer? All right, he's going Shadowkeep. That is the way to Mattinghand and breaking the rune for St. Trina. All right. Surely Dodgy goes and kills Bale.
He's got to, yeah.
Okay, Lost Grace.
Leveling up.
Dragon Katana? He does have the cash.
Yeah, there's not a... I mean, it'll do more damage.
Swift Spear, bro! What? What?
He's gonna bingo and get another square too, I guess.
Just go! He's locked out! You know he's locked out! Oh my god!
He does. maybe it was long enough because yeah, it was 9 minutes, but I don't know. I feel like he sniffed it out.
Why would he go for that line if not? Like, that was the whole fucking point. Bale with Swiss Spear. All right, dude. All right, dude. Oh.
A hail of harpoons. Come on, he has to like get in.
It's not a
the...
hail of Swift Spears.
It's close, so you could probably throw it. I don't think you can in the game, but I think you could probably throw it.
Oh my god, dude! If he teleports to Rolana, I will like drive to Spain and slap his face. Like that's. Oh wait, I lost some. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, we're recovered. Just a little hitch. Just a little hitch. All good.
You were saying such threats had to mute you.
Oh right. Yeah. There are no acts of violence condoned by a bingo club. Also, you can't drive to Spain, so it was from the U.S. So it was idle. Yeah, we're all good. Shut up.
Is piercing throw actually
going Rolana? Oh my. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, Gray is saying he did pick up piercing throw afterward. Is that actually a thing?
You can only put that on the thrown dagger, like the Smith script dagger.
Okay.
Oh my freaking dodgy dude. Okay, it's fine. Like hypothetically, Chumpa's win condition that we were talking about is the row 5. He's clearing up the row 5. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just annoyed. It's fine. He'll do it. He'll do it after this. You wait. Just you wait. Also, yes, I agree, Gray. Dodgy is taking a crap on the content. This could have been a very fun race, but Dodgy's here to win, not to make content. Look at all these infusions. Oh my god. Okay, Champa riding an elevator.
If you're gonna go an arcane build, is it worth it to have like maybe a second weapon that has poison on it, proc that, then switch to a different one for like bleed?
Nah. I mean, you can get like the Kindred Rot Exaltation. Like poison itself is nothing. Like it's very little damage, like 8% or something, like less, I think. But the Kindred Rot for 20% bonus damage is quite nice.
Yeah, it's just always interesting to me when you do this non-standard build. So good.
It's a Dodgy fidgeting with talismans mid-fight, getting input read by Rolana. Somehow less clean than the shield was. Okay, he's tightened up. Oh, no, it did a triple attack right into the... Okay, strafe. Poke.
I agree, aggro. The shield is the better weapon.
She almost stood up. This is not quite classic majority brain. It's just like he is responding to chat, by the way. It's the last win condition Champa has is the row 5, and then from there, Dodgy can just full send Bale. So we are going to end on a Bale. He's just making sure that he's not getting counter bingoed first. I agree it's boring. Nobody said that it's boring, but it is boring. Dodgy, stop doing this move. Stop doing the jump heavy. It's fine. Okay.
I'm sad we won't get to see a run to PK. That's always fun to see people dodge the lasers. There might still be time for it, actually.
Into the blender! How did he dodge that? Oh, Rolana. Oh! The ZHP, holy shit. Don't back roll Cood. Don't back roll Cood. Okay. This was kind of a, well, For Champa, this was kind of okay. He could potentially have killed the Mesmer with the weapon to secure the weapon earlier than PK would have been. There's also a sorcery over here. Wing Serpent Helm now blocks this line from Dodgy. But yeah, Dodgy, there we go. He's going to Vale. Yay. Yay. He made the read. All right. Well, now the next, like, 20 minutes are going to be waiting for that to happen. If you're just joining us, Champa is locked out of Bale Egon. He did kill Egon for the armor set at the start of the game. However, we'll have content along the way. Don't you pivot!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because it is actually impossible here for Champa to win unless it goes to time. We have to basically have a majority by time or a tie game at time, which won't happen.
Dude, I'm so upset. Somebody DM him. Somebody DM him and tell him to go kill Bale. I mean, don't do that. It's still against the rules, but like, good God. Dodgy.
It has to, it's unfortunate because it really seemed like he made the read.
That was like the whole point of the play, right? Like, go push him into something that he's locked out of, and it's like, you know.
It's also go push him into something that's like really not near other stuff that's valuable and takes a while, but unfortunate.
Yeah. No, nobody's actually gonna DM Dodgy. Nobody's interfering in the tournament. It's fine. Everyone can relax. Except me. I will not relax. I will remain angry and stressed and annoyed at Dodgy.
Have Mesmer. Okay, yeah, burn ceiling tree. Champa just looking to get as many squares as possible.
Basically my normal state. All right, dude. For those who are not active members of Bingo Club, Dodgy's my boy. It's okay. But he may not be my boy after watching this back section run. Did he just look at the camera? Did he just look at the I swear to God, he just looked at the camera. He knows. He knows. Oh my God, what is he doing here?
Just wants to troll you.
Okay, surely he's just grabbing sorceries to block the last column. Like, if Bale was possibly even a thing that could be done, this removes another bingo, I guess. Surely, after this... Punch. Surely, after this, he's going for Bale.
I don't believe check. I don't believe. Okay, he's gonna keep going.
Hold. Champa getting sorceries. Yapping. Come on, Dodgy. Come on. Do the right thing. Don't be sussy. Not that one. Yeah. Round table. Oh, he still needs moon riddles. Okay.
Yeah.
So exciting. So exciting watching him go for the sorcery square. That definitely matters.
Are any sorceries or like incants. I guess incant doesn't matter, but there's no sorceries up by Bale, right? Like the closest one is just the Caro bird sorcery.
Actually, Champa's probably gonna get this. Because he just has to port back and... Wait, he killed Rolana, right? I'm not crazy? Yeah, he killed Rolana for the Knights. So he has Remembrance? He's not doing it.
Yeah, he does have the Remembrance.
Bruh. Any Rememberers? Okay. Well, rip to that, I guess. Still forgetting.
Yep, he's going for down below. Headed towards PK.
There are squares down here. Okay. Dodgy marking. Dude, if I were Champa, I'd be pissed at this guy. I would be like, dude, what are you doing to me? Why are you not... Cerulean... Ah!
I told you, he's not going for it. It's because, Jack, there's more squares down here. There's more squares down here. Oh, okay. Chat is saying that Champa popped the Memby at Idrid for runes.
Oh, okay.
That's really unfortunate.
Oh, that was what he popped before doing Idrid. Yeah, see? Another reason why you shouldn't have done that. Another reason why you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, he could still dupe. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man, I think he could have had the Knights if he just went right for it. Oh. And now we have to sit through this shit. Why are they going down? I mean, okay, Champa has nothing better to do. Dodgy is... Oh, my God.
It's to give us entertainment as they dodge all the lasers and explosions and sleep, you know. Not as cool as Bale. Bale is the coolest fight, but...
Okay, when he jumps into the public channels of the Discord with all the chat ghouls, I expect him to be torn a new one, please. Like, while we're wrapping up and things. Just really send it to this guy, this glorious third place winning ridiculous guy. Just,
Once again, Bingo Club does not condone violence.
Yeah, it's fine. All hypothetical, all theoretical. Nothing actually bad gonna happen to anyone. Except us. So we have to sit here. Dodgy holding us hostage.
So he's telling him he's gonna tell Dodgy did everything perfectly in post-match.
Whew. I feel like I need some background music or something. Just riding the elevator of the Dodgy building. I don't know. Just waiting for him to... Oh! How am I supposed to cast this? How am I supposed to cast this, dude? We have the most riveting, useless PK race in the universe. Champa cannot win. Unless this match goes on for another hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah, he does technically have one win condition, which is to get all these squares, and
he
Dodgy
picked up
never
the
does
mail
fail.
instead of the skidoo. Absolute mail. Hell yeah. I don't know. I'm doing my best.
All right, he needs Dodgy to go at least drop down.
All right. St. Trina's sword is marked. Clearly, we are not going for Bale. Why are you... Yeah, see, he's spinning around. He's doing the little potty walk. Let's go, bro. Let's go kill an ancient dragon man.
He knows.
Yeah.
There we go. Actually, is that one closer or is that further? I think that's further.
So, yeah, okay. Yeah. Champa's going here? Is he just gonna like go kill Bale as like a screw you Dodgy? Like I don't care. I might if I were him. Like, hey, I'll beat you to Bale, you little turkey.
He might go if he fights the Drakes, and then that's when he realizes that'll be really sad. Like I hope it's just kind of a like
No,
look, I'll
no,
kill Bale.
he knows. He knows for like 100%. He knows. I'm pretty like okay, 90%. People doing weird shit lately. Like 90% chance he knows, but like I fully expect to see him just ride right past these dual Drakes and onto Bale and fight Bale for absolutely nothing for the cinema. Because like if Dodgy's not going to provide the content, you know, Champa picking up the mantle. Maybe he's like, you know what? Has anyone actually tested if this is a lockout condition? Maybe the ghost of Egon just craps out his finger after these dragons die, and just like literally nobody tried.
Might as well try.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose at this point.
Just like kill the dragons, and at the same time just open ER tool and spawn Bale or Egon finger, and then like, oh look at that, holy shit. Bingo Club does not condone cheating of any kind.
All right, this is gonna sound silly. Is it technically legal to create a new character? Replay through all of it.
It is not. Unless it is part of a rare tiebreak condition that we almost had happen. And I think your game actually.
In my match.
Yeah. We almost got to the 2 hour
content.
mark. Or no, we did get to the 2 hour mark. You just were ahead. So you won rather than doing the tiebreak. That was the Nicola foot race. Foot race.
Got to fight Radon.
Okay, he is actually doing these dragons. He's rolling the dice. Maybe there's a glitch in the game of the year that is gonna spawn me this Egon finger, and it'll all work out somehow.
It's called out here in a base game match. CBD once went to New Game Plus to do a score he couldn't do anymore. Not unfortunately possible in the DLC.
The last thing that I'm kind of scared of is like while Champa's dark doing this, I'll call it a play, I guess. Dodgy might think that actually, hang on, maybe he does have the access and is working on it now, and then Dodgy pivots away and goes and does some useless bullshit again. Like I would probably rather see Champa just keep marking squares so that Dodgy is actually compelled to go end this game.
If that happens, I think you should increment the curse counter for us.
Dude, this game is just like, hang on. This game is just cursed. Where is the curse counter? There it is.
Champa unfortunately dying to the Jagged Peak Drake. Who do you think kills Bale first? Champa or Dodgy?
There we go. That's what this race is all about. I don't know. Maybe Champa, probably Dodgy. I think Dodgy's just like better at fighting Bale than Champa is.
He'll also have Egon helping him.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Especially with this.
Dude, just go do Bale. Just go sit there and fight him until Dodgy like rumbles in with the homeless person on his back and puts us all out of our misery. I feel like I could understand the backhand blades, great katanas. I could understand the sorceries. Like, okay, if he's not actually locked out, this takes care of all the things that I need to worry about. But the PK thing is just like, dude. Tomorrow, we have our finals. We have our grand finals. It'll hopefully be less of a clown fiesta than this was. We have two players who have been looking quite on fire lately. I mean, I'll be talking about all this tomorrow morning, but I can practice my warm-up act. The only person to have beaten Strump this tournament is Lokai himself. So, the narrative of this game is going to be, does Strump have what it takes to claim his revenge in the match that matters the most? We'll find out in the Bingus Thunderdome. All right, Dodgy's finally in the Drake fight. Look at him go. Dodging fire. Impaling thrusting feet. Okay. More fire. Nice stagger. Headshots. Oh, yeah. Oh, lightning. Whiff. All that's left is to play-by-play this Bale race. Okay, stuck on the wing. Oh, gets around it. Very nice. That wing is awfully hard to get over, especially on the goofy, jagged peak terrain. Okay, watching out for dragon shenanigans. Squish. Okay, that guy was way off the mark. Fire, of course. Hysterical. I think you got plenty of space. Oh! Keeping Ritual Shield up like a good boy.
The dragons do hurt.
They do.
There's the lightning, and then there's that one head attack that also does it.
Yeah, that thing can one-shot
ton
you
of
at,
damage.
like, yeah, even a ton of skidoo. Ritual Shield is really the only way to guarantee you survive. I wonder if he lost his stagger during that. Very scared of the second dragon. For good reason. Fire was coming. Oh my god. Oh, I'll just stay down and take it. Yeah, boy. Still got tons of flasks. Just need to be patient. Was thinking about hitting the head there. Thought better of it.
So he's where he thinks Egon. Okay. I think maybe didn't realize.
Didn't realize he was doing all that stuff without realizing that he couldn't do Bale Egon?
He stopped where Egon should be. He's now confused.
I don't think he's confused. I think he's
well, he realizes what happened.
Using prattling pate lamentation right now. Oh, 3 damage from the fall. Hell yeah, matters. So I guess like that was probably the part of him deciding whether he wanted to block the row 1, where we saw that hesitation of him running back section. Like he must have thought that he still had the block on Bale Egon, and it's like, do I care about being forced into it? Yeah, I kind of do. I guess I'll block. Get sniped, and then it's like, whatever, I'll deal with it at my leisure. And then turns out he will not deal with it at his leisure.
Yep.
But you know, it's a high-pressure game. These players have to route a new center square. They're on stream. Champa's down the game. It's hard to operate at peak efficiency when all this is going on.
I think one of the real challenges with DLC Bingo, too, is, like, you're also grabbing your items and doing all those things. Like, there's just so much that, like, reading the board, it's really easy to miss a square, even. In that early game, like he might just have not seen it. He probably didn't see it, and then by the time he did see it, it's like, what did I do earlier in the match? I don't know. Like, I need to kill this thing. I need to think about what my opponent's doing.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. I mean, Egon is like the only real lockout condition in this particular square set. There is like Moore's armor set with the cookbooks, but typically cookbooks are one of the first squares that you grab, so that one rarely comes up. Although Dodgy did lock himself out of cookbooks in the Swiss. But yeah, with Egon, whenever you're looking to kill Egon, you just got to do that quick scan of the board to look for his name. Like his name is in both of the squares that he gets locked out of. So if you just like see his name on the board, you know it's not safe. But it was also pretty reasonable for Champa to just lock himself out on purpose, because that column was quite tasty, double square quite good. But yeah, Dodgy just pulled the trigger on the line and then proceeded to unload the gun, put it back in its gun case, and go do other shit for a while. Yep. All right.
Yep.
It is cinema time. After a long wait, a longer wait than it should have been. How long indeed has it been? Chief Bloodfiend was marked at 31 minutes, so, you know, he's only wasted 20, 30 minutes of everyone's lives. Very disrespectful to chat. Yeah, here we are.
Do at least get to hear Egon, though.
We do indeed. Tree skip, hell yeah. What is he doing?
At this point,
oh, God damn it, dude.
He's just trolling me. He's got to be just trolling you, right?
No,
Like,
this guy.
Skidoo?
Okay, he's going for Skidoo or something. Like, okay, it's just Skidoo. It's fine. I take back the overreaction. He's just got me on edge. Surely it's just Skidoo. Acquire a reward from giving an iris? Ain't no way.
Prepping Queeline.
I am going to puke. I have a bag somewhere, I think. Okay. If he kills this Queeline... Okay, he's going for the Queeline. He just wants some Skidoo. It's fine. Everything's under control. He now has to kill the Queeline because he didn't quit out in time. Oh... Thank you, everyone who has stuck around for so long. I'm sure we have, like, no viewers left because this is, whatever the opposite of content is. Okay. Two Skidoo. Let's go. Let's go kill a big fucking dragon.
So I don't know if you have all the squares set for tomorrow yet, but if there's still time to add more center ones, I'd love to see like get madness from a ram.
Whoa, if you want to see a center square, you don't tell the entire stream what center square you want to see.
I'm just saying, I would love to see something like that.
Well, if also even worse, if it was on the list, then it would have to be taken off the list.
Get me off before that, then. Sorry.
Well, DM me if you have squares.
Right.
Anyone out there, spam my DMs with squares. I won't add them, but I could consider it.
You asked Sci-Fi what he wanted to see. I thought it was fine.
I asked him what he thought it would be, which in hindsight was indeed a bad idea in case he accidentally predicted it.
There you go.
All right, Bale is on the screen. Our deliverance is at hand. The damage is huge. I do have a lot of DMs. Good God. Okay, I'll look at all that shit later. We gotta the promised ending has finally come. Cinema. I'm like sweating from all this screaming I've been doing. It's like a metal concert. Freaking Dodgy, man. Really on the roll. Ritual Shield. Whiffs. Meanwhile, Romina. There's a good chance Champa ends this game with more squares. Despite Dodgy trying to farm squares for no reason. Oh, he blocked it. He blocked it with Ritual Shield on. Just didn't even try and dodge.
Oh, that didn't hit. Interesting.
I think it hit. Oh, the ground explosion. Bale's attack.
Yeah, the ground explosion.
I'm pretty sure Dodgy rolled. We just couldn't see it because of all the cinema going on.
Oh, okay.
Whoops. Okay. Kind of healing in the lightning. Interesting. There goes Romina. This mark's probably going to scare the shit out of Dodgy. Oh, sticks with it. Surely a stagger's coming, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, big into the procs. And the riposte. Ceiling tree burned. 11 to 9, but it does not matter.
Yeah.
Wrong square, Mr. Champa. There it goes. More terrorizing of Dodgy, but he knows that there's no way that it was Bale. And Champa's trying to figure out what to do, I think.
Go fight Radon for cinema?
Yeah, why not? Does the block tech again. Just really not super confident in that dodge, it seems. It is a hard dodge on medium load, I will give him that. Yeah, see, he rolls in there just a little bit. You have time for like one poke when you roll the landing. You can poke once with the Great Katana, then immediately roll and you'll dodge the follow-up explosion. It's good optimization to the fight. What? He's actually so tanky. Like that 2 Skidoo coming in clutch, you know. And there it is. Let's go. He did it. Holy shit. All right.
Third place.
GG's to our third place finisher, the bingo allergic man himself. It's Dodgy. All right, let me move us into the post game. That a one. All right, we've made it. The cinema has ended. The torment is over. Bale the Dread is dead. Let's now go to our contestants. I don't think we had plenty of time to talk about like the game and stuff as it was wrapping up again, because again, Dodgy was fooling around a bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring him in. Dodgy, are you here, you son of a bitch?
Oh, hello.
All right, hello. If it isn't the Bing Lord himself with his double bingo win. It may have taken a moment or two to get there. It may have taken a moment or two, but here we are.
Something I gotta work on.
How are we feeling, bronze medalist of the Showdown of the Erdtree?
You know, it makes a big difference doing one of these beforehand. Like I felt way more comfortable doing after doing another live game in a Twitch stream. I was just
You mean from last week, like doing the semifinal rounds?
Week.
Yeah.
Doing it again, I felt a lot better going in. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Honestly, I like that shield center square. That was very cool.
That was indeed a sick fight. Before we go back and talk about the first game, we'll probably bring in Champa when it's time for that. But so what was your What was your game plan with this one? We saw you rush
Okay.
the +0 again, and then how did this break apart for you in the early mid game and start working around that row 1?
Well, I immediately saw that column 2 was fairly powerful and could turn into a runaway line if not addressed properly. So I wanted to start off with, I feel like the fastest synergy play I could, which was the +0 again, which involved the Ashes of War and night bosses along the line. And then as soon as I see the 2 armor sets mark, I assumed it was Igon, but there was something in the back of my head that was saying, "Ooh, it could be Oathseeker armor or something." So I wanted to at least try and do a setup for a bingo involving Bale and Igon in case he gets locked out of it. And yeah, doing that ELAC play felt very important to do that.
Yeah, so we were tormented basically for that entire back half of the game because we of course know that he is indeed locked out of Bale. It seemed like you were pretty confident that he was, and then you did the Kill Remembrance without Backing Blade's Great Katanas. Fine. His counter bingo threat is not fast, but it is synergistic if you had like a hard time on Bale. Like there's the sorceries down by PK. You could kill PK with a weapon. Then he just has to do a frenzy play for Matting Hand. It's hypothetically a real thing to deal with. Fine. And then this sorceries, like, okay, maybe he did have access to Bale, and if he does block with Bale, then I'll give him the column. Okay, sure. But the PK, what was that about?
I know, yeah. That was just my like habit to just how do I say it? Like just to try to stretch my opponent too thin on the threats, even though I was 90% sure on Bale. I don't know. There's something in the back of my head that just said, okay, create a bit more pressure somewhere else just to absolutely guarantee it. And yeah, it wasn't very smart, but blocking the bingos was the important bit. And
I mean, it was fine. Like if you like. If you're like, yeah, I'm not 100%. The timing on the armor sets mark was a little later. It could have been something else. Like, yeah, it's just when you watch back the VOD, you will definitely see some angry casters. Mostly me. All right, let's go ahead and bring back in Champalampa at this time. Hello, Mr. Champalampa. First off,
hello.
First off, let me apologize to you on behalf of Dodgy, who kept you in torment this and last game for an excruciatingly long amount of time.
He didn't, is the thing. I think you can pretty clearly see the moment on screen when I realize that I'm locked out. And it was late.
That's true. That is true. We did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so the game plan for this game, tell me about, like, did you ever realize that, like, you were locked at a Bale and then you just, like, forgot or something? Like, what was the armor sets plan, basically?
No, I never even recognized that Bale was on the board, and when it came time that I had to do Bale, I'd completely forgotten about how I started the game. Like, I never connected the two at all in my head. So, never realized that, oh shit, right, I killed Igon. I'm locked out.
Gotcha.
Not until I was standing where Igon should have been. Very confused.
Yeah, there was a moment that we were very confused by, like when Dodgy's line in row 1 presented itself, and you looked at the map for a good long while, and then ran back section. What was the idea there? Were you just like, he's not gonna do Bale, like that'll be fine. I'll just go do something else.
I remember that moment pretty well, actually. It was I remember I was doing something where I had a plan for what I would do if it got taken away from me. What was it? was it? Yeah, it was demi-human boss, right? We were running for demi-human boss, and I was prepared for him to snipe it away, right? Because he should. And then I was like, okay, if he gets this, I will go discus. And then I go for discus, and then when he marks discus, I didn't have any more ready-to-go plans. So I was just running back section as a placeholder for thoughts that I hadn't thought out yet.
Yeah. Fair enough. Mershawn, did you have any
Uh,
questions for these guys about this game?
This game, no, I think Jumbo just answered the main one, which was like, did you know you lock yourself out? I have questions for game one though. Whenever we talk about that.
Yeah.
I think the last one that I have is like this 3 night bosses. What was with this like popping runes and stuff for Erdtree? Like,
it was I just all of a sudden realized that I could get the center square. And I was like, ooh, center square.
yeah,
But
I guess if
couldn't
you
completely get it.
if you do not realize how screwed you are on row 1, I can see that center square could feel like a priority. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I didn't know I was locked out of Bale at that moment, and I know I have this pretty thought out to where like I know I have Karo's Hidden Grave, and like Dragon Terminus, and he doesn't. So I felt like the Bale bingo he will never go for, and I'll probably be able to feel when it's the right moment for him to go for it, which is the moment where I start going for it, right?
You did indeed pick the right moment. You like killed Egon's Drakes like just a bit before he did. And then the despair set in. So nice read, dude.
Yeah, nice read. If only I wasn't locked out. No, I was like trying to calculate that, like when the night bosses got taken away, like okay, sure, but I feel like I can play with this Bale. I felt, and
yeah,
it's a shame, but is what it is.
That's Bengus, as we like to say.
Yeah.
I was pretty nervous. Sorry, do you mind?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was pretty nervous leaving the Chief Bloodfiend till last. But I was kind of sort of ready for you to maybe take Chief Bloodfiend from me, but I just thought it'd be worse for you to get the knight if you got the knights instead, because it just diffused all of my threats, including the column 3.
Yeah, I think you had you had one knight dead in Erdtree, and you had the grace for Chief Bloodfiend.
Yeah.
So I just had to pick one, and the knights have more synergy and stuff. But that makes it more attractive for you as well. So yeah.
Last question before we move back to game 1. What was the game kind of very quickly became about this row 1 and stuff, and so we didn't get a great chance to comment on it or investigate at all. What was each of your plans for center square? We'll start with Champa, since you did mark the square. What was your idea? Was it going to influence your build this game? Like, what were you going to do?
I was just going to go Great Katana, since leveling strength won't completely ruin my damage, Cold Great Katana with 60 strength, I think, is still going to be a decent weapon anyway. So that was basically my entire plan.
All right. And Dodgy?
I mean, I saw what you were doing here with this board specifically, with the Bloodfiend's arm being right there. And
this was honestly the first board that I rolled in the break. I was like, looks good at a glance. And then when we started analyzing it, I was like, oh, okay, there's actually some stuff here, some sauce.
And I wanted to try the arcane build for Great Katana. I wanted to see how much I could squeeze out of the bleed from Great Katana. It's not very much, but it was nice to get the Bloodfiend's arm and then the Arcane Talisman to boost it a bit more and just see how far I can bring it, equip Lord of Blood's Exaltation, and see how far I can go with it. But I think Champa had the more practical idea around it, just pumping strength, keeping the cold affinity, and I think that was probably the better option.
Boring option. Yeah.
I was looking for maybe some heavy on the Great Katana or maybe some bleed backhand blades or something, but you guys
Yeah.
did a little. I mean, I saw a black wet blade purchase, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I never really tried it. I just wanted. I heard it wasn't amazing, but I wanted to try it. Anyways, to see how it was.
All right. Whoops.
Yeah.
I screwed that up. Game one. Game one. I was going to take a screenshot of the board and put it somewhere that we could look at, and I forgot. And I'm not going to do it now, even if Say has one. So.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
It is fine. Dodgy, you got off to a rip-roaring start. It was a very, very impressive performance from you. Once again, we sat on a bingo a bit too long, perhaps, but yeah, tell me about that game.
I immediately saw the center square and the remembrance with backhand blades and without backhand blades and Great Katana on the row 3. Thought, that looks quite dangerous, but fortunately the +0 3 status can block that, and that became an immediate priority to get that double square as soon as possible, and hopefully be able to create a threat out of that later down the line. And meanwhile, also Moonrithil looked quite good because there was sorcery, there was the aforementioned shield, and obviously Moonrithil itself has a square. So even though I forgot the sorcery, it felt quite good to go for.
Yeah, that was a really impressive play on that, Rolana. Jumpo, when you have time, you should definitely watch back Dodgy's fight. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I will. For sure.
Champa, I have questions for that early game. What was the what was the game plan? Well, you went for kind of the slow, or not the slow, but the fast talismans that didn't give you very good map. And then you, I think, realized at a certain point that you didn't need to do that, and started going cookbooks, and then didn't finish the cookbooks. Then was looking at Dane, and then didn't go Dane, and then went Hippo. But so the questions in there are, what the hell? And then the other one is not feeling confident on the +0 statuses. I was really hoping to see a race between you guys. Like, that was kind of why I picked that board, to be honest. But you guys have just been in the woodshed this whole tournament, cooking up this square, and I just wanted to see who had it, but you did not want to do it. What was up with all that?
First of all, I wanted to do it, but then I had a very bad idea that I thought was good. I thought after seeing that, I was preparing myself to for +0 and status effects, and then I saw that there was a lot of quick stuff on the board. So my idea was to get a head start on everything else, but I kind of underestimated how fast the +0 status effects squares are, and yeah, I did not. The thing is, I didn't prepare for the fact that he would finish those 2 squares as I was passing reprimand. If I had realized that would be the timing of it before we started, I would not have done that. I thought I could get into Skadu Altus and maybe pick up a cookbook or something before he would even finish, which is my bad for not knowing the numbers.
Yeah, I think your assessment was correct if you do not specifically go for Ailing Talisman. I think that was the one that bit your plan really hard.
Yeah, there was really no point to go for the fast ones when my entire plan is that he's doing +0 status effects anyway.
Yeah, you get to be a little greedy because you know exactly what he's doing. You can get out on the map a little further. But you mentioned you were passing reprimand as he marks that, and yet you didn't go for the cookbooks. Hypothetically, from his point of view, right? He just sniped you on this. You haven't shown anything yet. He's very inclined to go for them because it's just right in front of him. He just gets to hop off of reprimand and go. Why not try and orchestrate that snipe?
Oh, I just really got a little bit confused and tense in that moment. Didn't really know whether to finish the cookbooks or finish the talismans. In hindsight, of course, cookbooks would have been safe to finish probably. But yeah, the story of game one was, I was really jumpy on everything and pivoted away from everything that I could get because I was just banking on him not be doing it at the same time as me. It turned out he was on many occasions. So
yeah, it can
got
be
super punished for that. Rolana, oof, let's not talk about that.
I wasn't gonna bring it
Or,
up.
I mean,
but...
if I'm gonna say anything about the Rolana stuff, it's I would actually want to say my PC did okay. I didn't feel like I took any damage from like frame drops. I was just being incredibly greedy for some reason.
Yeah,
on all of those fights, I took a lot of risks trying to like ender quickly. Got punished every time.
Yeah, it can happen with the pressure, 100%. I like, and also what
Yeah.
you described about like pivoting away from squares and stuff. Like was definitely guilty of that in my finals versus Say. I let him snipe me on a lot of things that I really wish I could go back in time and secure those squares. So I know how you feel, man. Mershon, any questions about game one? That was pretty much all I have written down, and I cannot remember the rest of the board.
That overlapped a lot with my questions. The one thing I was kind of curious for Dodgy is you had the deflecting hard tier. Did you think at all about using that in combination with your shield for like hard counters?
That's a fantastic idea. I did not think of that whatsoever. And I'm trying to think what a perfect deflect counter attack on a shield even looks like.
I don't know what it looks like, Evie. You did an amazing fight, so kudos to you regardless. But
I did realize partly I could have gone the parry route as well, but yeah, it's been a while since I've done my parries with Rolana on this square set because of the perfect deflect counters being in place of them. So, yep, just a lot of charge attacks and bonking.
Yeah, I mean, you could have done all those things. You cannot take riposte, so I don't know about parries. I also enjoyed how you had the dagger talisman on for that fight as well. That was amusing. But yeah, really just a beast of a fight. And yeah, so
thanks, man.
Do you have any questions for each other before we wrap it on up?
In game one, what prompted you to do Rolana when you did?
I don't quite remember how the board looked.
It was kind of a triple square at the time because you were trying it without flasks and there were sorceries on the board, so it was probably some combo of that kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember already then being in a situation where there was a lot for me to block and I could get Rolana and flaskless. What's the idea?
Yep.
I can't really give you like a very detailed answer because I do not remember specifically how the board looked.
Yeah, it's just like definitely after seeing Rolana getting marked, it essentially gave me an opening to go for the center square because I knew didn't have a remembrance nearby at the time. So I was just wondering, on that, like if you had, because I think you did you do Queeline? Was that Queeline in Belarus? No, I ended up doing Queeline in Belarus.
Yeah, we did it at the same time you sniped me. I was a little bit late on the reaction, so I started going for it and skipped every grace, got into the fight. I was just a little bit too slow. Think maybe if my fight had been as fast as humanly possible, I could have sniped it, but took some damage, had to step back and heal, and then you sniped it.
There's also a bit of a great katana backhand blades diff.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's that was the I remember Queeline well because that was like the moment that like kind of lost all hope. I remember the column 4 being like a possibility if I go for things in the right order. But when you got Queeline, there was no hope anymore.
These two games I played like Gray. I didn't enter Shadow Altars once. apart from like.
You mean
Yeah,
Shadowkeep, I assume?
Shadowkeep, sorry. I stayed in Shadow Altar Soul game in South, both of them, and yeah, it was just establishing a bit of presence and then start blocking stuff. Yeah, but it was very well played, man. Like, seriously, well done.
Yeah, apart from the Bale thing, I have nothing to complain about. Like the second game, I feel like I played like okay for me. So it's only the first game I'm dissatisfied with. But you for sure deserve the win today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, GG's, guys.
GG's.
Any final
Jeez.
thoughts, Mershawn?
No, just thanks for letting me cast, and great job to both of you, and congrats, Dodgy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
GG's, guys. It was a pleasure having you, Mershawn. Thank you, everyone in chat, for joining us for this marathon of waiting for the bingos to come through. We appreciate it. Yeah, good game. Congrats on third place, Mr. Dodgy. Champalampa,
Thank you.
condolences on fourth, but congratulations on making the playoffs. You had a hell of a tournament, especially for a first tournament that you've ever done for bingo. So very impressive performance. And we look forward to seeing you all again. But yeah, with that, we'll sign off, and we'll see you tomorrow for the grand finals. Wave Lokai versus Strump. Should be a great match. But yeah, we'll catch you later.